Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Icewind Dale. This is the Rime of the Frostmaiden, and we are the Digital Dragons. Joining me here today, we have got Zagrax.
Woo! I'm first. I'm Zach, or Warburton in chat, and I'll be playing Zagrax.
We have got Elora.
Hello, my name is Trips, or Trips Starlight in the chat, and I am playing Elora.
We have got Vulwin.
Hi, I'm Ethan, or Chaos Gemini in chat. I'm playing the Furbolg Ranger, Vulwin Agar.
We have got Irilyssa.
I'm Jarard, aka Evil by Moonlight in the chat, and I will be playing Irilyssa tonight.
And we've got Tahko.
Hello, I am Tahko, and I will be playing Highwind in chat.
Oh!
Nice twist, I like it.
Thank you.
And I am Mordred, and I'm the DM, who is doing stuff, probably.
Yeah.
We do have a couple of announcements. For some reason, about 3 hours ago, we had a whole influx of new people. So Imaginary Exponent to the Crazy Canadian, Elowin, Razor's Edge, Mercurius NL, Gunned Down, and Mr. Kiang. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. And we've got a couple of subscriptions. Warbird coming in with a 15-month resub. Thank you very much for that, Warbird. And then Macho showing the generosity today, giving subs to Flanky Flanellinin. Flanellinin? That's actually remarkably hard to say. Tronk. Salah. Salsa Brains. It's because like all the names are cut in half for me.
Yeah.
It's like half the name and then the rest. And then Emperor Blizzard, that one I got. So thank you to Macho for all of the gifted subs, and welcome to the Digital Kobolds, I think we decided to call you, to the rest of you. So who would like to give us a rundown of what happened last time?
Okay, I opted for this one before stream started. So yeah, last week's session was dubbed the Torture Fear Ceremony game for very clear reasons. After we had fought the crystal-infused followers of Zagrax, the Bright One, we decided to bring them all together for a ceremony to check to see if any of them had Chardelin still embedded in their bodies. And the Bright One himself was going to administer this whole selection process. So they got everybody together, and we ended up going through down the line, dowsing rod in hand, and finding who had Chardelin. There were people who had Chardelin, and Tahko ended up purging that out of them.
Purge.
Huge ruckus. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a couple rolls for intimidation to keep people in line, a couple rolls for persuasion. We did pretty well on that. And afterwards, we checked each other as well to make sure none of us were infused. We weren't, even though Irilyssa did have that big gauntlet from the Duragar boss that almost made us think that she was corrupted.
It's mine!
It's yours. It is yours. I haven't seen you use it, but you do have it. So Elora decided to reach out to try to get some information about where we should go next, what we should follow up on if we had more information about Solstice. She reached out to Danica, and we asked Baldora, and we decided that the best person to go to talk to would be Avarice at Caerdinival. And so we traveled to Caerdinival, and it was pretty quiet. Nobody seemed to be in the keep anymore because it sounds like they went to a different new keep that might have been housed by Duragar in the past.
It's quite possible.
Until they all got murdered.
It is, well, yeah, they all got murdered. The Black Swords moved in. So now we're heading down to Avarice's chambers to ask some questions and hopefully find a way of what we need to find in the sea moving ice.
Oh, yeah.
So you do indeed make your way through the now strangely quiet hallways of Caerdinival, making your way down into the subterranean quarter, and find yourselves in front of Avarice's door.
Knock on the door.
You knock on the door, and there is a moment of silence before it opens.
I peek inside.
You peek inside, and there is a low fire in the hearth with the desk that Avarice usually sits at. Avarice sat at the desk, quill in hand, currently writing something, and she just waves her hand and the door opens wider. Come in.
All right. I file in.
Yeah.
Are there chairs?
She waves her hand again, and chairs.
All right. That's her
that-
trademark.
Vulwin kind of nods, like eyes open, like, yeah, there it is.
There it is.
And then she places her quill down, looks you all over. Ah, the Dawnbringers. What brings you back to here?
Well, we would like to go find Solstice, but we're wondering if you had found a more precise location of it before we go to the ice.
Ah, of course. We must go there to find the codicil of ice. I have
Yes.
done a little bit more research, but Solstice itself is still beyond where I can find. But I know someone who may know. There is a druid of the coast who lives by the Sea of Moving Ice, and she is known to have explored the region pretty extensively.
Okay.
It is to her shelter I have found the way. We could go there and ask her.
That sounds
Wonderful.
fine.
Okay.
Well, are you just going to take us there?
It would be quite a long walk, but if we leave now, we will be there in maybe a week.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
I thought maybe it would be like the time when you poofed us into that.
No,
The
but I
raven.
can only do this for places I have actually visited.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess if you want to go with us, it's fine. There's plenty of space in the
Mm.
ship.
Everybody turns and
Like,
stares at Elora.
staring at Elora like,
Slowly
what?
and looks at you all.
What?
I don't know. She doesn't want to walk there.
You have a ship? I am not sure how this would help until we get to the sea.
Oh, that's true.
It's a flying ship.
Ah,
Yeah, sea of clouds.
this makes more sense. My two gargoyles have said that they have seen something flying around, something big, but they were never able to see quite what it was.
Oh,
Well, now you get to experience firsthand.
Bon, I am always interested in finding new structures, I guess you would call this.
yeah.
Oh, it's definitely new.
Yeah. Our friend Danica Ascendant pilots it.
Ah, bon. Danica Ascendant?
Yes.
Like a title.
It's
Yeah.
a whole thing.
It always is with you. Okay,
But
Can't
I
so
argue
suppose-
that.
I will need to get a few things and supplies together. I do not know precisely how long we will be gone. I would recommend that you also stock up.
That's true. There isn't much left here, though, is there?
No, the Black Swords took most of it with them. But we
Yeah.
could always stop somewhere else and get some more things.
That's
Or if you are good at hunting or fishing, that may suffice as well.
It seems like most of the towns are low on food these days.
yeah.
This is true.
If only
Although
we had a
there's-
cauldron that just made soup.
Yeah. Although there are a lot fewer mouths to feed now, in a somewhat good sense.
And far fewer farmers and other people that bring the food to us.
Ah, true.
Yeah, not much feast haven left. Actually,
Well, the last I
no.
knew, the bees were okay, so that's good.
Yeah, we could just head down there.
To good meat. It is
Mhm.
always
Yeah.
an interesting place to be.
I would like to stop in.
Okay.
Okay.
We could do that while Avarice is getting ready.
So shall I meet you in good meat then, or shall I accompany you there? It will not take me long.
Long like a day or long like an hour?
Less. And with that,
Less
she
than an hour?
waves a hand, and one of the book panels that line to the side of the room, kind of swings outwards, and then something emerges from the darkness within.
Whoa.
It seems to be a table, the legs moving. And on top of the table is a small crate. And she waves her hand, and some of the clothing comes out of the wardrobe. Several of the books emerge from the bookcases around. The chest on the table flips open, and all of these things start to just fly inside, packing themselves into it.
It's the opposite of be our guest. Get out, get out.
So maybe in 10 minutes or so, I can see you upstairs.
All right.
Oh, okay, that works.
Well, 10 minutes then.
Okay, we can loiter.
She kind of sits there staring at you for a moment before just shrugging, and then gets up and then disappears within the darkness of the room that she just opened.
Yeah.
Might want to tell Danica we're bringing a guest.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Hmm.
I'll tell her that Avarice is coming along. So
Oh.
long as that's, I think that's okay. But just so you know.
Yeah.
If you trust them.
Elora just says, I'll think about that. Probably.
This is our home and our only link to the Ascendant.
Yes.
Please remember that.
Yes, I understand. I don't think she has any interest or ill intentions right now towards anything. So.
Can you be sure of this?
I could be actually,
Oh.
or at least I can get a better idea.
Hmm.
Well,
Um,
I trust your judgment. You haven't done much wrong until now.
till now. Okay. I think, yeah, with that, I don't know. She's like, Avarice is on her own. She's probably warded, but I think she's just gonna try to see what's on her mind. If there's like, if the main thoughts are like, aha, these fools, you know. She's not going to let her on the ship.
Okay, give me a
But
second.
it's just like a skimming. So she can't detect.
The whole time she's talking to us, she's just evil person monologuing in her head.
You just
Which
get
one of
an
these
evil
5
cackle
monologues
back.
do you wanna say?
Oh my god.
No, you
You're like,
don't.
never mind.
No, it's just a song in her head about enjoying stabbing people.
Stabby, stabby, stab.
No one in particular.
Stabby, stabby, stab.
Skeletor level or like Starscream level monologues in her head would be pretty great. Fools.
Let me just go and read the rules about that spell.
Oh yeah, I can bring. It's really.
She's
long,
like,
so
should
don't
I bring
normally
the
click
evening
it.
gown?
Thank
Probably
you.
not. Wow, that's a lot of spell.
Yeah, that's why I don't
Yeah,
normally
that's not a spell.
know it.
She's just got 2 gallons in her hand. Formal, semi-formal.
Yeah, one killing.
I don't know. I like these boots more, but they're not made for ice.
She's just like casual and then looks over. It's like Wizards Are Badass T-shirt.
No. Okay.
Uh-oh.
No.
What?
Yeah,
Funny.
gets counterspelled in Elora's brain.
Is the laughing in character? Because that sounds good.
No, I think if you were looking at Elora, I think she would just like shake her head like, never mind, I think it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think while she's doing that, Elora will like whisper like, "We're trusting Avarice to go on this Nautilus. If she does anything suspicious, we're gonna have to take like help or put Danica in any threat. We're going to have to protect her."
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's a wizard. She's bound to do something suspicious eventually.
Hmm.
We can just have Tahko stay very close to her.
Well,
What?
Taco's just as likely to do something suspicious.
Well, he's proficient in melting people, so.
Sure.
That's true.
Mm.
Oh, now you want the melting capability.
It seems like to me she's more focused on finding this than causing any harm to anybody right now. But no.
Right now, so far.
Well,
Who's to
as
say
long
what
as
she
our
finds?
goals align.
Yes.
Yeah, who's to say what she
Okay.
finds might not be harmful to people anyways?
Right.
Hmm.
And I mean, it's not her home, so you know, we don't go poking our heads around everywhere in the Nautilus anymore. So
Well, I mean, we saw everything.
Anymore.
anymore before we didn't know what it was. So
Hmm.
A couple of
If
minutes.
we're going to the
Sorry, go on.
if we're going to the summer solstice, maybe we should, take warm weather clothes.
I hope it'll be warm there, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't even know
that's-
where I'd get warm
that's
weather clothes
layers.
anymore. Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out.
That's why we wear layers.
So, what's the plan then? Going to Goodmead, and then after Goodmead, I mean, we could, if we need to, we could stop to Lonelywood on the way.
Oh,
Even Turbalay.
yeah.
Well,
We need
if we
supplies.
need supplies or rations, yeah, if good meat doesn't work,
Okay.
Lonelywood is a reasonable option, probably.
Creepy,
Since
but
they
reasonable.
are literally unscathed from the Shardland Dragon.
Well, they were kind of bad off to start with.
What do you mean?
Well,
Sounds
they had
like
been harassed by undead for weeks.
Things
Yeah.
are getting better, though.
And they preserved much better
Also-
than most of these towns.
That's true. Plus, it smells weird there.
Yeah.
A couple of minutes
Okay.
later, Avarice reemerges from the chambers, the table still in tow. It now has the chest placed at a different angle. There's another crate behind it and then a sack laid along the side. And as she walks over to you, the table just kind of trundles behind her like a little dog.
Wow, are you moving up there?
No, but I do not know what exactly will be needed, so I wish to be prepared.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay.
I still need to fill the kite with food and things, but I can do this as we leave.
Okay. Oh, Elora has messaged Danica again, be like, I think we're safe here. If we'll be keeping a close eye on her and protecting no matter what.
We will also be watching.
Okay.
Creepy.
We will also be watching.
So, leads away.
You just hear a third voice. I will also be watching.
Me too.
Ah!
Yeah, me too. It's just we all get in on this.
Everyone is like telepathically talking to each other.
Weird.
Okay. Well, I guess we can head out. Elora would have also told her we're going to Goodmead first.
Mhm.
If okay.
So
I
just
guess we
to
could walk.
expedite things, you guys make your way back out of Caerdinavall. Avarice does stop briefly by the pantry and the kitchens and just rustles up some of the supplies that have been left there for her, and puts them in the crate, fills up the sack with various things like potatoes and that type of thing, and you lead the way to where the Ascendant is.
Okay.
Initially,
Oh.
Avarice is hesitant. She kind of sees this shape in the sky, the tentacle things waving out of the front of it, curling down towards you guys to teleport you up into the chamber itself. And whoever is left there when Avarice is pulled up, you see that she squeezes her eyes shut, kind of tenses up as the tentacle sweeps down, but one or two of you have gone previously, and she's also sucked up into the ship. And then when she's actually in, she's kind of just looking around, kind of more wide-eyed, and putting her hand up against the organic, fleshy walls, just touching against it.
Ugh.
She shuts her eyes for a second, and then nods. This is quite a wondrous thing.
Yes. It is Danica's home. So, yeah, as she graciously lets us use it to travel all around, we do try to make it, not mess up.
This would certainly explain how you travel so far so quickly. Most people use the sleds with the dogs, but I have not seen you with this.
Yes,
No.
I think only Danica Ascendant really knows what it is, but
I will have to speak with her. I am very curious about this.
We had a moose, but that's more of like a fallback option now.
Does it fly as well?
I've seen
I
it.
could probably
Oh.
throw it, but that's about it.
Yeah, I've seen it fly.
Oh god.
That's right. Not all of it.
Zagrax.
I don't think it likes Zagrax anymore.
We'll find out.
Well, we should get this thing moving and go to Goodmead.
Yep.
I'll mentally message my golem guy to just head due east or due west instead of north. So he'll hopefully end up near Goodmead.
Affirmatory.
Okay.
And with that, you settle off towards Goodmead.
Okay.
Yay. Our favorite place.
Yeah.
And as you are travelling, Avarice does join Danica up in the main control room, and many of you who are around there. The two do start talking about magical implements and the theory behind how this thing flies. It is really quite clear that both of them are extensively magically trained, obviously, and Avarice seems to come to an understanding of some of the arcane physics of how this functions remarkably quickly.
I figured if they didn't want to kill each other, they might become friends.
Yeah. We're both wizards.
They're both something.
It definitely is like a very professional kind of relationship the two have. Like they're exchanging ideas and theories rather than going, "Hi, how are you doing?" and all that stuff. Like small talk doesn't really exist.
Okay.
But several
As long
hours,
as it's friendly, it's fine.
Yeah.
a couple of hours pass, and you appear roughly a mile away, which is usually how Danica does it, to drop you off by Goodmead.
Okay. Cool.
If it is alright with you, I will stay on board here. I have everything I need. But if you could
Okay.
get me some meat, this would be appreciated.
Meat?
Mead.
Mead.
Yeah. Okay.
The good stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll
good
try.
stuff.
Danica, are you alright with that?
For the moment. Here at
Okay.
least I can keep an eye. We can keep an eye.
Okay. I
Okay.
think maybe she'll just keep the slug head on her, slug helmet on her with her hood up, just in case anything goes wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
And with that, you tentacle your way down to the surface once more and find yourselves a little ways out of Goodmead. You make your way towards it, and kind of as before, it's become a veritable tent city. Many new houses tents have established themselves around the periphery of like the main center. The stone mead hall still looming above everything else. The Irilyssa's temple not quite as big and bold as the mead hall, but also still under construction because they were in the process of making it a stone structure as opposed to a wooden one. But it seems to have made a fair bit of progress. Remarkable, actually. But you suspect that's probably because there's a huge influx of manpower with not a huge amount to do right now.
Ha.
And you make your way into town.
All right. Say hi to folks. Hey, how's it going? Oh,
Hey, how's it
looking
going?
good.
All right.
I mean, they know us, so.
Yes. And you do get quite a few hails from various different people around. Like your familiar faces. Irilyssa in particular is greeted with reverence by many of the people. Some of them swapping stories about how they've been helping out in the construction, how they did a little bit of the material gathering or fetched and carried, that type of thing.
I guess we could go to the mead hall to get some mead, but should we ask Irilyssa or like the head cook if there are any rations available for us?
Yeah, we
I
could
don't
just
remember.
buy them as normal.
Yeah.
Normally we'd go in and I'd be like, how much for all of your rations you can sell? And they'd be like, yeah. And then I'd just throw money at them. So, yeah, we'll just do that as normal.
Okay.
We can try.
So you head into town again, just to keep this moving a little bit. You are able... Actually, roll me an investigation check. Let's see what they have available.
Who's rolling that?
Any of you.
Anybody good at that?
No.
All right, I'll roll it. Wish me luck. Yeah, 16.
Okay.
We're not detectives.
There are indeed a number of rations around and available that you're able to pick up. You can tell that there have been several shipments of meat supplies from Lonelywood. Trade seems to have restarted between these two cities at least.
Nice.
There were there was a large stock sold to the Black Swords through a requisition as they were leaving the area just to get them started. So that did take away quite a few of the supplies that this place had. But you were able to find 11 rations total.
Yeah, how much for each?
1 gold piece each. Prices are still at a premium.
All right, I can afford it.
Cool.
And rations 11. I just assume we've been eating on eating where we were because we were in town the last few times instead of eating our rations. So we actually have a fair amount.
Yeah, you generally have basically free room and board wherever you go at the moment.
Yay!
Within the towns you've been to.
We're not vilified. Hooray!
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to do while you're in town?
Drink.
Drinks.
Irylyssa's going to check in with Hilda once we have rations
Okay.
And mead?
figured out.
Mm.
And you're able to get 2 casks of mead. We'll say that's going to put you back 3 gold pieces for both. And it should be a pretty good supply.
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I have a lot of gold.
Taco
But
always,
hey, Tahko doesn't
Taco's
know,
always
so...
like, I'm gonna cover it, so I've never spent anything.
Well, one day Tahko won't be able to cover it, and then he'll be like, "Hey, you got money?" And
Yeah.
we'll be like,
I mean-
"Yeah."
I mean, if it gets too heavy, on you guys, I'll carry it all. I'm fine with that.
Oh, boy.
Starts weighing you down. I got you covered.
Oh no.
I kind of feel like that sometimes with my artificers. Like, yeah, we're starting to get weighed down in money. That's fine. I'll put it in the vault that I built on my airship. I think I can manage.
Then your airship's got to lift all that money? Jeez, that's just a waste of
Tough life.
energy right there. Yeah.
Anyway, so Hilda, you head over to the temple, and I'm trying to think if there have been any local disasters, which would mean that this place is fuller than usual. But actually, no. This isn't so much busy with the usual day-to-day management of a temple. It is more a building site at the moment, with Hilda dusty, white dust basically covering everything. She's got her arms, her sleeves rolled up, and she's kind of standing at a table with a roll of parchment in front of her, pointing at it and then giving a couple of orders and then indicating at other stuff, and then she'll turn and shout at somebody doing something wrong. Doesn't seem to have noticed you just yet.
It's just gonna watch.
Roll insight.
I'm good at that. 12.
Okay. You do notice that Hilda has gained quite a lot of confidence since you saw her last. Previously, she's always been a little bit of a awkward, anxious homebody type. But her experiences here, the difficulties that the temple has faced, and the way that she and the people of Goodmead have handled it, seems to have really given her an underswell of capabilities. She's now a lot more comfortable in her own abilities, and her bearing has changed accordingly. But eventually she does notice you just kind of appraising the whole situation. She claps her hands together. Ah, Irilyssa, you are back.
Yes, for a little while. I can see that you've made amazing progress since the last time I was here.
We have made excellent progress. The people of Goodmead have been more than generous in their assistance here.
Well, it looks like you've got everything under control. I was a little bit worried, but...
We always miss your guiding hand here, but we're doing what we can.
I wish I could stay longer.
It's to be another of your flying visits, then.
Unfortunately.
Is there anything we can do to help or anything?
Just continue spreading the word of Saloon. Continue to be a beacon of light in these dark times.
Of course, we do what we can. The darkness pulls at the edge of the town always, but here the people, they've become something solid, something great.
Hopefully this greatness can spread to all of the towns.
We can certainly hope. I know that some of the people of Goodmead the refugees have begun to return to their old places, and several of them, I think, have embraced the guiding light of Saloon, so her good word is spreading. Oh, I wanted to show you something. Come with me. And she darts in towards where the temple is, barely waiting to see if you're actually following.
Zoop!
She follows.
Okay. And she leads through several of the still being built chambers into one which is more complete than the rest of the temple, and you can see that this is basically the room that she's taken as her own. And There are 2 large desks set up, one of them stained, grubby, dirty, with several flasks arrayed along the countertop. And she fumbles with a couple of them until she finds several glass vials, which she pulls out and then clumps together, holding 4 of them, holds them out to you. I made these. I hope they help you.
Oh. I'm assuming it's holy water?
No,
It's
they
just-
are red liquid with a bit of a silver shimmer to them.
Oh.
Oh.
Ah, like 3 tonics.
I was just going to guess it was a sourdough starter.
Nice.
Or Shirley Temples.
My mother used to dabble with herbs and was able to make several curatives for people, and I've taken the things that people here have brought in, and I just wanted to rekindle what she was teaching me, and see if I could find some of this for myself.
Once I have time to stay, you'll have to teach me.
It would be my pleasure. These are 4 greater healing potions.
Greater healing. Woof!
Awesome.
Dabbles? Wow.
Be sure to
Nice.
share this knowledge with your children, too.
She's humble.
Of course.
Speaking of which, and Irilyssa will reach into her little coin purse, and she'll pull out 4 gold, a present for your children. And she'll hand her 4 gold, 2 for each.
That's a lot of money.
Oh no, it's a lot of money.
It's incredibly generous. They'll be thrilled. I'll need to be careful that they don't spend this on silly things. Maybe put it away for future schooling or something.
What's the point of being a child if not to spend your money on silly things?
True, but I try to teach them a little better.
I'm sure they've learned wonderfully from you.
Thank you. Anyway, that's
That's-
what I wanted to show you. If there's anything else you would like me to try to make, I'm open to ideas.
Can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I'll confer with the rest of the Dawnbringers and see if they have any ideas.
Okay. Well, I wish you a safe journey wherever it is you're going, and may Saloon watch over you always.
Well, you as well.
Alfred, what are you doing? No. The stones are supposed to go in the other. Forgive me, High Priestess. And then she dashes off.
Ha! I was waiting for that.
All right,
Nice.
I'm gonna go find these people.
And these people, are these people doing anything else?
If there's if people are working and moving stuff around, Zagrax will go and just help move things around, manual labor type stuff until we're ready to go.
Okay. Roll me a perception check, Zagrax.
I'm so good at those.
Just Vulwin knocking an arrow, just looking at him.
That actually wasn't bad.
So as you're carrying 2 planks of wood over your shoulder, a small child standing at the edge of the road, kind of cowering behind the canvas of one of the tents, is staring up at you. Eyes wide, but also a little bit to the side, as in questioning.
Does she look familiar in any way, shape, or form?
No.
Okay. I was just, as walking by, I'll go and grab a silver piece out and kind of flick it in her direction. Gently, of course.
Whack!
Yeah.
Whack!
I mean, fling right and
Improvise
hit her
attack
between the
roll.
eyes.
Thank you, mister. This is very shiny. Bobby said that there was a shiny dragon that had come to town, and I wanted to see him.
Wow.
There's actually 2 of us.
2 shiny dragons? Are you here to eat us?
He'll just laugh and kind of walk over and kneel down.
No. Me and my companion don't eat people.
Oh. Okay. She looks a little disappointed.
Nice.
He'll just kind of like look at her like, you were really expecting for us to eat people? But then
No, the real dragons, the big dragons, they definitely will eat people.
There are bigger ones than you?
Oh, much, much bigger.
Like this big? And she spreads out her arms as wide as she can go.
Zagrax would go and just like set down the plank for a second and go,
Nope, even bigger than this.
and he'll do the same thing and put his arms out, and obviously being much bigger than her, it's much, much bigger.
That's a really big dragon. I would be terrified. Have you met one?
Met a couple. Yeah, it's most definitely terrifying.
When the dragon came by here, it was huge, but it wasn't shiny.
Mm-mm. Nope. Not all dragons are shiny, but you don't have to worry about that one coming back.
The good ones are shiny, though. They give shiny things to us.
Mm-hmm. That they do.
And he'll go and like pat her on the head and then pick up the boards again and give her a wave and head off.
Okay. And she gives you a wave and then disappears into the folds of the canvas.
And then as Zagrax walks away, he's like, yeah, Irilyssa and I don't eat people. But the rest of the party, I don't know about that.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
Hanging out.
Hanging out, okay. Roll me
Yeah, pretty much.
Hanging out.
Hangout roll.
Yeah, roll me a hangout roll.
I'll try to make casual conversation with whoever's at the bar too. See if the fishing group, whoever used to be there, who is doing fishing, if that's like kicked back up or not.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check. Or intimidation, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
You will tell me.
Yeah.
You will tell me about the fish.
I'll just go for persuasion. Nope. Busy drinking.
Wow.
You
So,
start a
fish.
bit of a conversation with one of the fishermen. Your mouth or your voice a little bit muffled because of the scarf that you have over your mouth at the moment. And midway through, the fisherman falls quiet. And he just stares at you. Before rising very, very cautiously from the table and then just taking a slow step back. I don't want no trouble, mister. Them fangs, they've still got blood on them. I know you're one of the Dawnbringers, and the people say you've done good, but those fangs don't look normal.
Look, I just asked how the fish were biting. I didn't mean anything by it.
Fish are biting good, but by the looks of things, so are you.
He stops and thinks about that for a moment. Kind of like from underneath the scarf, a small grin popping up.
And as you feel the grin, you also feel a whiff of cold air, and then realise the scarf has fallen away.
Oops.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you'll be on the receiving end of that.
Pleased to hear that, but if you forgive me, I'm pretty sure I heard my wife calling, and whoosh, just as soon as he feels like he's out of like immediate reach, he just turns and runs.
Wow.
He's too intimidating.
Tries to go in the persuasion happy route, intimidates the heck out of him.
Yeah.
Oops.
Well, another round.
Do you pull your scarf up first?
No, not right now.
Okay.
For a
Okay.
moment, he's kind of sitting there like, okay.
Do you like keep your mouth closed at least?
Well, I mean, as much as I need to like talk.
Yeah.
And as you say,
Do you remember
another round, the tables around you go quiet. And the table immediately in front of yours, like two of the guys, broad-shouldered, probably lumberjacks, are looking back towards you as well, their eyes narrowed.
I'll turn towards the whoever's serving and
Better make that another round down the house. And I'll for everyone. And I'll go ahead and take some gold coins out and hand it to the barkeeper for however many people are there.
Roll another persuasion check.
Okay.
With advantage.
Okay. Sure.
2 more 1s.
That tends
Okay.
fine.
50% of people are like, eh.
There is a real air of tension throughout the chamber, and two or three of the bigger guys seem to have like half risen, their eyes looking at you, eyes fixed clearly on your mouth, whereas you said, I want another round. It had flashed the teeth out.
Mm-hmm.
But then as the gold coins come out as well, and you order a round for everybody in the chamber, that tension melts. Not very quickly initially, but as soon as the pints start getting poured and then put on the bar, two or three of the bigger guys come forwards, grab one of the pints, and eyes never leaving you, take a couple of steps back, take a sip, and just gives you a bit of a salute before turning back to his friends, where just moments later the laughter and the talk begins to recover and slowly but surely starts to filter throughout the rest of the mead hall too.
Oh.
Well,
By the way, that was a natural 1 on their reaction.
wow.
Oh my god. That's too much.
Wow.
It's about to start a barroom brawl.
Probably.
And as freaking the rest of the party shows up and they're just behemoths again.
Yeah, you know the worst part too is just like I think if it turns into that, I think you should leave. It's like I don't think I should because. Yep.
Oh.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
More drink.
No one's getting murdered today.
Yay.
Oh, shucks.
Well, yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The day's still early.
The alternate dialogue with the guy who ran away, who was like, "I think I hear my wife calling." It's like, well, prey shouldn't go running. That's a natural instinct to chase.
Oh my god. You said that.
No, that's just a little bit outside of Vulwin's character for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, that was an intimidation line.
Yeah.
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 But otherwise, Tahko, Elora, you're hanging around. You try to listen in on some of the conversations and gossip going on, but there doesn't seem to be anything particularly out of the ordinary. Some of the refugees, as we've spoken about earlier, have started to return to their various towns to begin the rebuilding project. There is still a lot of concern about the immediate future of the 10 towns, particularly in the immediate aftermath of the dragon attack. But thoughts are starting to return to the fact that the eternal winter is dragging on and there still seems to be no sign of it fading. So
Fair.
while the dragon attack took their immediate attention, it does seem like they're going back to their previous concerns.
That's good, probably.
Nah, I mean,
Better than dragon,
good as
which is
anything.
imminent death. Which
Yeah.
but you know.
things were bad before. Now they're even worse. Not gonna get better. Just the long depression of winter.
That's why we have to go to the solstice.
So you
Yeah.
get the rations that you were able to procure in the town.
Yep.
Is there anything else you wish to do?
Drink.
The
Yeah,
mead
knock back a few.
runs pretty smoothly, and now that Vulwin's been buying people drinks, there seems to be just free flowing at this point, because Vulwin did put out several gold pieces, so we'll say it was like 7 gold or something like that.
That sounds
Nice.
good.
All right.
Tracked that.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna look at how the cooking facilities were going, but if it's no issue to buy rations, then Elora's not very concerned.
Well, I mean, everything is still rationed, but with
Yeah.
the Dawnbringers, you kind of get dibs. And
Yeah.
things are starting to return. And like I said, there was the shipment of food from Lonelywood, so one of the main breadwinners of the 10 towns is back up and running.
Cool.
Yeah. Meat's back on the menu, boys.
It's like one good thing.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Then yeah.
I'll eat and drink. Be hearty.
Yeah. Overall, Elora's just observing and keeping her plug on her head with the hood up inside.
Every now and then, having to kind of push it back up.
Yeah, just to make sure Danica is okay.
And you hear nothing from the Ascendant.
Okay.
You can always feel the presence that you have that connection, but it's never used.
I love the idea that every once in a while the little slug will peek little eye stalks out from under her hood.
That 100% does.
And
That's
people
kind
are,
of
like,
when
not
Laura
sure
can
if
ask
it's
her.
there.
I was about to say somebody comes up and starts talking to you, and then they notice like slug slime like start drooling down your forehead, and then the ice dogs pop out.
It's just a fashion
funny.
statement.
No matter how much good we've done, we show up and we're even weirder than the last time, and they're just like, what?
I mean,
Brain
at this
slug,
point,
don't worry about it.
you've kind of got the reputation. These are the Dawnbringers. They're a bit weird, but also generally pretty good people.
Yeah,
Generally.
generally.
Why?
Generally.
I mean,
I mean,
the dragon attack were your fault.
Well, who said that? Who said that?
Michael Danner.
The meat hall goes silent again.
Yeah, right. That really would be the case if it was said out loud. Like,
No, it's never said out loud, not here.
That's good. Definitely would be if we went to Targos, though.
Yes, I was going to say, this is not Targos.
yeah,
Just in time for me to go and be like, oh yeah, no, by the way, I'm a werebear, and just, oh, we're gonna get into a brawl. Let me just grow almost as tall as Tahko real quick.
Yeah.
yep. Just melt a few people.
Not in
terrifying.
my town.
as
Not in your
terrifying
church.
As we are helpful, you know.
Not in my town.
Isn't that the thing with like heroes of our nature? It's like when things aren't bad, it's like, oh, they're kind of terrifying. What if they were not actually helping us?
Irilyssa has done nothing terrifying. I don't know what you're talking about.
At least nothing openly terrifying.
Yeah. Didn't you have a like a monster inside of you that had to be taken out?
I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
It just happened.
It was terrifying, but
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah, that's life. Anyway,
It's lots
How-
aside.
how's my Robo Boy doing?
He was still, I think, 48 hours out last time we spoke.
Yeah.
28 hours. So
I imagine
it's
it-
getting closer.
imagine
I
it-
mean, the question here is, how long are you staying?
Well, how long are we staying? I mean, it probably didn't even take an hour to get here because we weren't marching. So, yeah, maybe an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess however long it takes for Irilyssa to hang out. Because it's her stronghold.
If you want me to get back my thing, we have to be here for a week.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I don't think we will be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to, but I don't think we will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay a week, we're getting closer and closer to imminent doom, it feels like.
Yeah.
When do we ever get a chance to just hang out for a week somewhere? I think it was like...
We did.
We did.
No, it's okay. I put in my PTO.
You're right.
When Zagrax was off in his like werewolf trials, werebear trials.
Yeah. Werebear trials.
Yeah, that's true. We did.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to hang out with Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Fun.
And then he just kind of vanished.
He didn't even say bye.
He really didn't.
Nope. No. That's okay.
All the Dragonborn men in our life leave.
Replacement. Bye now. But all right, yeah. I mean, we could stay a week, but it's probably not ideal. But if Irilyssa really wants to,
screw that.
You don't have to. Here, this is a gift for us from Hilda, and Irilyssa will hand each of you a greater healing potion.
Wait, how many did you get?
I got 4 of them, so she's giving 1 to each of you.
Wow.
But you don't know how many she got.
Thanks. What is it?
It will heal you if I can't reach you.
How's it taste?
Okay.
I don't know. It's red, so like berries.
Sounds pretty good.
Thank you.
Possibly even good berries.
You know, I've been wondering, we found that awakened plant a while ago. I wonder how it's doing.
Oh, yeah. Who did I leave that with?
It's with Nimsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
stop by, you could say hello.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I thought we were going there anyway.
Are we?
It's on the way.
I mean, it is on the way. We just got, a lot of their food because they brought it here. But yeah, we could do that too. Whatevs.
You want to? We got our rations. We don't need to, but it's fine.
Yeah.
If there's a reason to, Vulwin.
Well, absolutely. If we're lucky, we'll get cookies.
Oh,
that's
cookies.
True.
Yeah. So we could just stop at and check.
Okay.
We bring back the cookies and you give one to Avarice and like her brain just goes, these must be wizard cookies, and then like tries to get like she reforms and just learns how to be a baker. Makes cookies.
Yeah, but they keep coming out like sawdust because they keep mixing with her
chair magic.
Furniture magic.
Furniture magic. I like that's what it's called.
Yeah. I mean, she has like a chest of drawers walking around now, basically.
Like craftomancy or something.
Okay. Sure.
And by the way, it was 5 hours on the Ascendant to get here from Kedinival.
Yeah.
5? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it takes us like a whole day. If we walk. So.
Yeah, it would.
Okay. Yeah, it would if we walked. But the Ascendant flies pretty darn fast, I think, right?
Yeah.
Faster
Much faster than you walk, anyway.
Walking.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. So we walk out a mile back to where we know the Ascendant is parked.
Okay. And Elora is easily enough for Elora to reach out and say, hey, we're here, and then it kind of dips below the clouds to pick you guys up.
Nice.
Woo.
Okay.
Do you find
I'll help
yourselves?
move all the... Yep, help move all the stuff on. But then I'll go up to Danica Senate and be like, hey, do you mind if we head east? I need to pick something up real fast.
East. Yes, I think we can do this.
East
All right,
where?
thank you.
Is this an earshot of us?
Nope.
Or are you trying to do this really privately?
Just kind of, hop up there and be like, hey, do you mind if we head east? I got to pick something up. One of those.
Is there anywhere particular you wish to go?
Yeah, but I'll know when I get close there. It's a magic thing.
Very well, we can do this.
All right.
And with that, you feel the ship kind of rotating 180.
Okay. And away we go.
And
Are we going in the right direction?
I was going to say Vulwin and probably Irilyssa. Actually, how would you tell?
I don't know.
Right?
Because you can't see the sun.
Honestly, I couldn't tell. I don't think I would know. This is more like
Irilyssa might know because she's
navigation.
like
What is this? This is like
the stars.
like ship navigation. Like I have no clue.
Yeah, it would be navigation,
This would be under.
which is a check you can do. But otherwise, it's
Yeah.
probably perception to see, or maybe survival.
Landmark.
Survival specifically tracking. It probably is perception.
Okay.
But no, I'm going to say that the Vulwin you might pick up on it. Irilyssa probably not, just because of the
Okay.
circumstances.
I think it used to be a DC 15 or DC 10, I can't remember, survival check to figure out which way is north.
Yeah, but
But
that's
it's
in normal circumstances.
Yeah, and it's like
Sure
an
not.
active check, not just to realize it.
Yes, it is dark.
Yeah.
You are not near any trees, so you can't check the moss, and you can't see the sun.
Yeah.
Pretty true.
Sometimes moss just grows everywhere, though, so...
And also it's Icewind, so might not be any.
Yeah.
Mm,
Do you
yeah.
want me to roll for anything then or no?
Go ahead and roll me perception. We'll say it's a DC. Yeah, you tell.
24?
I can say DC 18. So yeah, it's more the fact that the ship is shifting that kind of makes you look around, and the very very faint shimmer of the orb of the sun in the sky does seem to be moving as if you are now going eastwards as opposed to what you expected northwest.
I'll approach Danica and just be like, not sure where. I mean, I know you're the expert at all, but I'm not sure we're going in the direction of the Lonely Wood.
No, Tahko asked that we go east for some reason.
Oh, he did he?
I thought this was. We thought that this was something that you as a group had decided.
Fair enough.
Fair. Well, it's not your fault.
Should we continue going east?
For now. We'll see it. We'll see in a couple minutes if that's still the case.
We travel east for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And then a couple more.
Meanwhile, at those couple minutes, I'm gonna go find Tahko.
Okay.
I'm probably, like, out on the front, like, just, like, staring down into the clouds.
Oh, perfect. I walk up and push you over.
My head goes into the wall because I'm at the view screen
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
It'd be
Yeah.
funny if you're actually on the deck, though. Yeah. Hey, hey, Tahko.
Yeah.
I noticed back when we were at the Brightwoods home, or the Brightwoods followers' home, whatever, you picked something up. What was it? And he's like, didn't you keep this behind your ear, you said?
I did for a bit
Yeah, I
until I realized
noticed.
it was a knife.
Fair, fair. And meanwhile, I noticed that you picked it up, and if you had it in your ear, I think I would have noticed. I was like, what was that?
Oh, nothing important. Just more holy portent. Well, I'll take it out and show him. It looks like a raven feather, right?
Yeah, a black raven feather, but instead of the edge of the feather bit with the fluffy bit, it's sharpened like a knife. So it's like the stem, and then you have the feathers going out where they go out is like a semi-serrated sharp edge.
Nice.
It's well made. Actually, very well made.
Hmm.
What was that doing in the Brightwoods castle?
I assume it's a secret. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know either. I mean, you
Well,
wouldn't tell me if you did.
uh,
Speaking of which, where are we going east?
that one's not so much a secret as a surprise, but it's something I want to pick up before we depart the area.
Vulwin, roll me an intelligence check.
Me or him?
Vulwin.
Ah,
Okay. Just straight intelligence check.
Mm-hmm.
8.
Cool.
yep, that's a number.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, looks nice. But, well, if it's not a secret, then why do you say nothing about it other than it's just something we're picking up? So it's more of a surprise, which is usually a secret.
You're right. It won't be a secret for long.
You're right, it could start now.
Really, this is a
Not
big
being a
concern for you.
Yeah. We spend a lot of time just running errands for you for things that just seem ridiculous, and it'd be nice to know why you didn't tell any of us, and you just told Danica to go east.
Well, I found out that there's a mechanical being out there that's now attuned to me, and it can aid us on our quest.
What?
Wouldn't give to be a fly on the wall watching Vulwin's reaction to that.
Yeah, it's just like, what?
What? That's what it is.
That's what I'm asking. What the hell are you talking about?
Some kind of a construct.
Just. How do you know this?
Magic. It's obedient to me.
You know, Tahko, I really don't have anything to say at this point. What the hell?
I also just enjoy the sound of the wind rushing by.
Right, well, I'm going to let everybody else know we're taking a detour.
Very well.
And if this turns out to be anything like the dragon, the one that you had a hand with,
I didn't
see
build
if we can't
the
help
creature.
you. We'll see if we can't help you enjoy the feeling of that rushing wind.
A threat. Oh, jeez.
He's going to leave and go tell the others we're heading east. If Tahko doesn't say anything.
No, I'm good. So Danica moves fairly quickly. If Danica is flying at 80 miles per hour east, and the creature is walking at 30 feet per second west, at what point will the two of them meet?
I already
When does
worked it
Tahko
out. It's
divulge all
roughly
of his
7
secrets?
hours or so you'd be traveling.
Really? Jeez. Yeah, that's a lot of time. But okay. I didn't think it would be that long, but yikes. All right.
Everybody is appraised we're taking a short detour to pick up a metal construct that is apparently bound to Tahko. I will let them all know.
Not physically. Everybody already have it. But yeah.
Well, I mean, this is what I'm thinking.
Wait, where did he get this?
I don't know. Don't know when. I don't know why. I don't know what the hell it is.
Zagrax is just gonna be sitting in the corner, like polishing his warhammer, getting ready to beat the living shit out of whatever this is, just in case.
Yeah. He says
Fair
it
enough.
will help.
Well, I hope it does.
Okay.
That's fine. It apparently will be a short detour. So,
An hour passes. 2 hours. 3 hours. 4 hours.
At this point, Irilyssa goes and lays down for the night.
Yeah.
Right.
Good night.
5 hours.
Hibernation mode.
6 hours. 7 hours.
That's good
Tahko,
too.
you feel like you're getting pretty close.
All right. I'll let Danica know. Like, hey, we're finally nearing.
And you
And
have
I'll give her.
Sorry.
I'll give her updates like, oh, veer like a couple degrees, south, as we get closer to make sure we're at the most efficient route.
until you feel like it's directly below you.
All right.
Vulwin would have also told all of you, try to act surprised when Tahko reviews it.
What is this, a surprise part? All right.
Yeah.
I'll ask Dana to head on down, and then we can pick it up with the tentacle thingy, and hopefully not just smash it accidentally. I've always thought that if you could just have it not, teleport somebody, then you could just be like, oh, I'm bringing you aboard. Not.
1 second, I just need to double check something.
All right.
Oh, I kind of forgot that Avarice was with us.
But of course, she is there as well.
Yep. Being all French and stuff.
On.
See, I don't tell her about these plans, so she can actually be surprised. I don't want to take the element of surprise away from a wizard.
I can only imagine when Tahko said it was magic, Vulwin's reaction too.
Should have brought the gargoyles. Those would have been good too.
They're
As you-
probably coming along.
Drop below the clouds. You can see that there is, from the observation deck, Tahko, something large and metallic immediately below, seemingly staring back up at you.
There it is. Would you mind bringing it aboard for me, please?
What is it?
It is a. Oh, what was the? I'll message to it. What are you again?
This is a Shield Guardian Mark 32 construct.
Ah, yes, it's a shield guardian.
Yes, I know exactly what that is.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I identified the amulet to that. You could have just
Oh,
said that's what
yes,
were
you
going for.
did.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if you're also familiar with them. But
We
all
have
right.
seen several of them in the past. Yes.
Oh, all right. Okay.
We shall see if the usual transportation systems work. This creature is quite big.
Mm.
And it does
Well, so am
take
I.
2 of the tentacles coming down and almost like wrapping itself around the creature before there is a shudder and the ID Ascendant suddenly drops probably about 50 feet suddenly. And I would like all of you to make a dex save, please.
All right.
Well,
Let's see
I'm
if we
gonna
keep
roll
standing.
out of bed and just feel like, what's going on?
Ah! Nice.
Oh no.
Okay, so is acrobatic or dex? Sorry.
Dex.
Oh, good.
I don't even bother grabbing anything. I just readjust.
14.
Okay, so Zagrax, you take 12 points of damage. Elora, you take 6.
Oh, shit.
Elora, you're basically just thrown up against the ceiling, roughly, and then drop down to the floor. Zagrax, you actually managed to impact yourself onto like one of the sharpened ridges that line some of the superstructure of this thing, and it actually kind of digs deeply into your neck. Not quite drawing blood, but it hurt like hell.
Ow.
Mm-hmm. You
Yay.
just hear
I'm
quite a
healthy.
few draconian explicitories, or draconic explicitories, from wherever the heck Zagrax was actually sleeping.
Yup. Okay.
You will be able to find the creature in one of the tanks. It may require assistance to get it out. Please don't break them.
Very well. I'll do my best. I've broken them before. I'll try not to do it again.
So
all right.
You go to one of the tanks, and these are pretty big tanks. You pull the glass door aside, and some of the liquid starts to drain downwards. And standing there is a large metal humanoid creature. Its legs thick and plated, arms with what seem to be very large gauntlets around the hands. It's just standing there, seemingly staring at you.
Is it taller than me?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, you are a big one, aren't you?
Yeah, this thing is probably... How tall are you?
Good question. Let's see. I am Goliath. I am Bio. 7'8".
Yeah, this thing's probably about 10 foot tall.
Wow. All right. Sweet. All right. I'll help it get out and, mentally message to it, like, try not to break anything.
Affirmatory will be cautious. And it gingerly kind of moves itself sideways out of the glassware. Actually surprisingly agile for its size and construction materials. Actually, is that true?
It was made to be a protector.
Let me see if that's actually true. What is this thing's dexterity? Nope, let's roll that.
Oh.
It struggles a little bit. It does, almost have to dislocate its shoulder to swing it round properly, and then it just pulls it back, pulls it out of the socket, rotates it, and shoves it back in. Its neck creaking as it also gets back into its position as it pulls itself out from this contained space into the slightly larger, but only just, and it's still kind of having to crouch down the ceiling right above its, or right where its head is. So we'll say that most of this is 7-8 foot, so it's having to stoop 2 foot down.
Okay. Wow, you are massive. It'll be strange not being the tallest in the party. Does anybody else happen to follow me, or?
No, I'm gonna roll out of bed. However, with the fact that everything just jostled, does anybody know what the hell's going on?
Yes.
You're just hearing "ow."
Yeah. I'm sure the rooms are located around each other.
Yeah, I think you guys basically just bunk down in the cargo. There is no dedicated sleeping space except for what Danica has.
And we're all what the hell's going on? Zagrax is yelling in Draconic.
Yep.
Yeah. My apologies. I didn't realize there'd be such a lurch. Meet our new guest. Honestly, Lurch might be a good name for him.
I was just thinking that. And what you see before you is this.
Ooh, we're going to get art.
Did that appear on this screen? Yes. There you go.
Is it in...
Where should we be looking?
Oh, it's a handout.
Bottom. Yeah, player handout.
Oh, it's handout.
Bottom.
Okay.
Usually these pop up automatically. That didn't.
Yes,
Yeah.
it didn't. Whoa, that's cool.
Nice.
That is
Yeah. Yup.
Oh.
It's taller than me. And that little spike is probably scraping the ceiling.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll put a cork on that later.
And in fact, because you can now control this thing, I believe, I need to work out the exact mechanics.
Can it turn into a car?
Transformer. It's about time for break as well.
Yeah, I realise. I think I'm basically going to treat this like a Steel Defender for the Artificers, so you can use a bonus action to give it orders, otherwise it will move on your turn and it can take the dodge action automatically. So if you don't give it a bonus action order, then it'll just dodge.
Okay.
And let's show this. No, not to everyone.
What the hell is
just
that
to
thing?
Tahko, because you will also control this on your turn.
This is a steel defender. Yeah.
Shield
Yeah.
Guardian.
Shield Guardian. Nah, that's it. Yeah. Danica can tell you about it more than I can. It's with her help that I acquired him. And I'll go bong bong and just pat his pauldron.
It just stands and takes the pat. Hasn't said a word or anything.
Say hello to the nice people.
Gosh, roll 20's going so slowly. Does it have any languages? Can it
So
talk?
here, it's just been speaking to you in your head, and it just looks at us, and we're like, I
Nope.
don't know if Tahko's
It just
doing
stands
okay.
there, glowering,
No?
Oh,
No.
good.
completely impassive.
Okay.
All right. Was that the surprise?
Well, nod to them at least.
It nods. And
There
then
we
bangs its head against the wall, bangs its head against the ceiling, rather, bangs its head against the ceiling, bangs
Gentle,
its head against the
gentle,
ceiling,
gentle.
and then crouches down a little more.
Yeah, this guy will work a lot better in less confined space. Unless we want to destroy a confined space, then it might be great.
No, not this
Not
one.
this one. Exactly.
My gosh, roll 20. Could you be any slower?
Probably,
Diet.
yeah.
That's possible.
It would struggle. It is struggling.
It's doing its best, okay?
Right, let's add that to the party. There we go, so I can bring it in. Cool. Right, so I agree. This probably is a good moment to go on break. So it is currently 26 minutes past. Let's reconvene at past. So you've got 3 and a bit minutes to do what you got to do.
Okay.
If that works.
All right.
Okay.
See you all soon.
All right.
Okay, and we are back again. So, your new pet brought aboard.
Is that the name?
Awesome.
Brought aboard?
Brought aboard?
No, I
Brought
decided to name it
aboard
Lurch because it made the ship Lurch.
Lurch.
Okay.
Lurch brought aboard.
Lurch brought aboard. That's good.
It's brought aboard.
So, should we... where are we going now?
Oh, I don't care. I'm good. No, I'm
We
kidding.
should definitely head back towards the Lonely Wood and continue
Yes.
onward after that. This
Yes.
has been a really long detour. Been asleep for a while.
He's really cold.
Yeah.
He's been walking through the snow, though, so that makes sense. All right.
Okay, so the Ascendant turns once again and heads off back in the direction. So it's, what was it, 7 hours to
Jeez.
Goodmead, and then from Goodmead it's a further 13 miles. That's another 7 hours. So it's 14 hours more travel-ish. Call it 12
Well-
'cause angles.
Yeah. How long would it
Alright.
normally be from Goodmead?
7.5.
7.5, and we headed 7 east. That means that you would want to add 4.5 hours to, no, 3.5 hours on top of the 4. So it would be, or on top of the 7. So it'd be 11.5 hours.
I was close. I said 12.
Yay, Pythagorean
Yeah.
theorem.
But also, well done for doing that in your head. I couldn't have.
Yeah, really.
Cool. Also, let's bring you back to the roles. Make sure talking heads are talking. Cool. So you guys head back. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and share the map so you can see where all the things are happening.
Okay.
Oh,
So Goodmead and Lonelywood
Map.
should be on screen now.
yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you head back towards Lonelywood, and you disembark. Are you taking Lurch with you, or are you leaving him on the ship?
I'll take him with me.
Okay,
I mean, he's a bodyguard. He may as well, bodyguard me.
that's true.
So you tentacle yourselves back down onto the ground about a mile away from Lonelywood, within the woods, we'll say, and you make your way back to the town, Vulwin leading the party, knowing this place, or knowing this area pretty well at this point. And the town is pretty dramatically different from when you saw it last. Most of the barricades have been removed. You now have this very spacious, spaced out, almost isolated homesteads on the outskirts of the town, which you go past until you hit like a track almost, which leads to the main centre of the town. Most of the residences of Lonelywood are pretty spread out. Think serious suburbs, deepest, darkest Michigan type thing. Would it be suburbs? The way I always envision this, and this is going to say names that you guys probably don't know, but going from that massive, long, stupid road all the way to Tim's, which just goes on forever and ever and ever, and you have the houses off on the sides,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah,
Lonelywood's
I
like.
know exactly what you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
there's
like-
a,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
a little
Northern
bit of a
Michigan.
rural area, but it's like, but there's still enough. It's not rural yet. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just spread out.
it's almost rural.
It's like different distance between vacation homes kind of deal.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
it's
okay.
woodland as well, so it's kind of hard to see exactly where those homes are. You just have these little
Yes.
trails that lead off to them.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
okay.
pretty cool. That makes a lot of sense with Lonelywood.
Yeah. But
Okay.
once you get to the city centre, that's where like the walls of the barricades and everything were. But it actually goes out a fair bit further. But you do make it to the tavern, which I know Vulwin named, and I've totally forgotten what it was called.
That's the Dragon's End.
The Dragon's End, that was it. And, oh, damn it, I need all my notes for Lonelywood. I forget who everybody is.
You know what? Yeah, I'll save you. I'll save you some of that, and actually
Describe what we see when you get to the Dragon's End, Vulwin.
Yeah.
I could, or I could save you some of the effort and myself some of the effort, and say I actually want to go visit Nimsy first.
Okay. You go and visit Nimsy first. Her townhouse at the centre of the town.
Yes.
Bigger, nicer than most of the others around because it doubles up as the council chambers. And just like previously, you knock on the door, you're allowed in, and you take your shoes off. And then it has that very nice plush living room with the very deep, easy chairs. And I'm trying desperately to remember how Nimsy sounds. She's a Australian, that was it.
Second.
So, you've made it back. Good to see you're all alive.
Thankfully.
Yeah, we will be staying long. We're just passing through.
Right. But
north.
You're here for supplies, aren't you?
Yes, absolutely.
I knew you wouldn't stay away from the cookies for that long. Don't worry, I got a batch just out of the oven.
Wonderful. He just kind of looks at you at the same time you say that. And he nods. He nods.
Right, just
Who wouldn't say wonderful?
Hold on for just a minute, and I'll be right back. And she disappears into the kitchen for a moment. You hear the rustle and bustle of pans, and then eventually she comes out bearing a tray. She's holding with two very thick pieces of cloth because it's clearly still hot. And she holds it out to each of you, and you can take 2 or 3. Like, you try to take one, and she kind of nudges it towards you with a knowing nod.
I definitely take the 2 or 3 to begin with. I don't even have.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things seem to be getting back to normal around here. You see the barricades gone and the houses are back up.
I mean,
to themselves and to their own thing.
Most of the houses weren't really touched before. It's just they were abandoned because people had to get in behind the barricades. But now that the undead have stopped doing their thing, people are moving back out. You'll notice the town itself is much quieter, much emptier. Kind of how we like it.
Yeah.
But the hunters are back out again, so fresh meat's back on the menu.
Good. He'll turn to the rest of the group if there's anything you need. You can find it here for the most part, anyways. But this will be the last stop on our journey for a while.
Yeah. Understood. I'll go see if I can't rustle up extra food.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Yeah, and I suggest going in pairs. Unlikely anybody's going to mess with you, but... Well,
I brought my own.
That kind of place.
All right.
Does the big one eat cookies? Oh, I don't want to make any judgments, but...
I didn't bring him in the building. He's probably just standing guard outside. But
I don't know. Can he even make it in the building?
Should I?
Exactly.
That's a good point. She is a halfling, and this is a halfling house.
Yeah. Yeah. If he can't turn into a car, he's probably not going to fit.
I'm surprised that any of us fit.
Should I take some out to him? Does he have an appetite?
No. He just exists.
All right.
He's a statue that moves.
Didn't want to make any judgments. You never know what folks around here are like. I mean, some of you are a bit weird and wonderful, but we love you all the more for it.
Actually,
yeah.
He'll take 3 cookies. I can take them out to him.
Of course, yeah.
Thank you.
Swindling Nimsy.
And that is a very high insight check. She just gives you a broad wink, like a conspirational one.
Yeah.
She just doesn't care.
And I'll just turn to Tahko and just be like, she called you weird.
I've been called far worse.
Yeah.
And wonderful. I did say that too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was a compliment sandwich.
You know, Dibsy does make those.
Oh, good.
Sandwiches?
Compliment sandwiches. The best.
Yeah.
She just kind of chuckles, nodding. She goes back into the kitchen, her tray now rather more dramatically lightened.
I would think with our last experience with witches, you would want to avoid them at all costs, Vulwin.
Avoid what?
Witches. Be they sand or otherwise.
He looks at you like, don't say that about Nibsy.
Oh.
She's a saint.
It was a joke about sandwiches, Vulwin.
Ha!
I don't know what you're talking about. Here, have a cookie.
Comes in her mouth.
He'll split like half the cookie.
Boop.
18 investigation. Roll me a D10, Tahko.
Ooh, okay. Under dice. Blam. 5.
You find 15 rations. Again, these are...
Nice.
I'm just going to keep it simple. 1 gold each, still.
I can afford all of them. Haha. All right. I have platinum pieces too.
Oh.
Not many, but enough.
Well, you don't need many platinum pieces.
That's true.
To be honest.
1.5.
15. All right. Okay. Awesome. I'm carrying a lot of food now.
Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you share anything about where you're going? Or is this one of your secret missions again?
Well, it's nothing secret from you, right? It's we're going to the Sea of Moving Ice. North.
Okay. I guess you'll find some ice out there.
Definitely.
Hoping to find more than that. Put it into this damn winter.
Ah, you think it originates from that area?
No.
Maybe there's something that we need to find.
All right. Well, if anyone's able to find it, it'll be you, Vulwin.
Yeah, details are a little unclear, but there's something there. He kind of like wanders off, like, yeah.
All right. Well, good luck to you all. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You as well.
Then, was there anything else you wanted to do while you are in Lonelywood?
I know he was just up here not that long ago, so I think he's actually good with just visiting Nimsy for now. If there's any other supplies anybody needed.
No.
I mean, I'll say that Tahko's investigation role does take you around the town. It's not just one general vendor. It's, you go to some of the hunters, they say, oh yeah, Bob down the road came back with a haul yesterday, go see him. It takes you an hour or two to get all of that.
Okay.
Okay, that sounds good. During that time, like if there's still like blacksmiths here, right? Yes or no? I don't know. Or somebody who could sharpen a sword, because he's if possible, he'd still like to get his other two swords sharpened, just by habit, really, to keep them
Roll
upkept.
me investigation with advantage.
Sure. Let's see. Investigation. Advantage. Alright, 12.
Gesundheit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, plus you.
12, okay. You find it's not a full-on blacksmith, but one of the... It's like a general artisan shop. More of a woodcutter, but they tend to also create like arrowheads and things like that. So it has a little forge, not a full-on bellows and everything like that, but a forge and a crucible, basically.
Okay, yeah, just enough to kind of sharpen the edges and keep things keen.
And
so he'll hang out there and just, during that like 2 hours, if it's possible to have to be done.
yeah, in 2 hours it's easily possible, and
Good.
sharpening blades is one of the things he definitely does. He doesn't even charge you for it. It's just kind of part of the service, and also he knows who you are and what you've done for Icewind.
Okay.
Good.
He'll still he appreciates the offer, but he still will pay him.
Okay.
This is probably better with you than me, and then I'll hand him a gold.
He hands you back 9 silver. It's only a silver, mate.
I don't. I turn around and leave.
He's right there with the 9 coins. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks.
Guess I'll go back to work then.
Yeah. I think I don't know if I ever replaced that ice auger. Maybe they have one here. Maybe they don't. But I think that would be the only thing that I'd pick up outside of
This shop
other gear.
doesn't, but
Yeah,
there
I
is a
don't know if they
general
have one.
store in town you could try.
Cool. Yeah, if they have one, let me know. If not, that's okay.
Roll me an investigation with advantage.
Sure. It's a 7. Fresh out of augers.
Considering where this is and what part of the industry of Lonely Wood is, yes, it has an auger, but it's double the price.
Okay. He'll pay double the price.
Okay, I don't remember how much they are. I'll just let you choose something reasonable.
Sure. I don't know what's reasonable for them. I'll say it's at least a gold.
Well, it's whatever, like
I'll mark it
fishing
down.
tackle is doubled.
Yeah. I don't even. The hell is fishing tackle doubled, anyways?
Oh.
We can look it up. I'll look up we'll do the numbers later. I have plenty enough to afford it. So.
Oh, and when you're there, like looking, you go and spot Zagrax in there looking at fishing poles.
Fishing tackle, 1 gold, so 2 gold for the auger.
Oh, okay. 2 gold. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I like the idea that you ask for an ice auger, and they on the counter they just put a little ice statue that could predict the future.
Yeah.
Just be like, thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Perfect.
There is a shop in Icewind, one of the 10 towns, where that probably would have happened.
Really? Oh my god, that's amazing.
Cool. Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, he'll walk over where Zagrax is and notice you're like looking at those, and yeah, you definitely want one that's sturdy make, and you'll find him here.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, this place is unlikely to fleece you for the cost too. Well, maybe you.
He'll like nod when you say that, and then the maybe you like kind of like look at you, look back, and then look back again. The double take of what do you mean by that?
It's just he'll look at you and shrug and be like, "It's just gold."
Is true.
I was wrong. This shop actually specializes in fishing kits, so it would be half price, not double.
Nice.
Wonderful.
It is called the Happy Bryn Shander. This is what it does.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
So I'll still pay. So double the price would just be 1 gold at that point then.
Yeah, because
Right.
of
Okay. Then I'll still
scarcity.
pay 1 gold out, and when I do that, I walk back. I'll be like, and for my friend, one of the best fishing poles you've made. He seems to be really interested.
Of course.
He's a friend of mine.
I will see precisely what we have in stock at the moment. The poles over here are some of the best we have. It even has one of the little flywheels recently imported.
From where?
That's interesting.
It's been in stock for a while.
That's actually kind of interesting. And at this point, Vulwin's like, you can tell he's like actively interested in this. Like, huh? Okay, never seen that before.
Yes, what you do is you attach the line to this wheel, and then once you've cast it, you can just turn it, and it will bring the line back in again rather than pulling it yourself. It is a smoother action, less likely to jostle the fish free from the hook.
Or snap the line. That's the worst.
Indeed. And we also have some special line here, which is much less likely to be snapped. It is strengthened with a wax exterior, fresh from the bees at Good Mead.
That sounds wonderful. Zagrax, you're going to be really happy about this.
Oh,
He'll meander
Oh,
on
yeah.
over and join in the fish talk.
Unfortunately, it is a premium product, but you definitely get what you pay for with this.
Ooh.
Well, you're trying to catch big fish. This is the way to do it.
And there are none bigger than the knucklehead trout that we specialize in, and this is what all of the prosperous fishermen use.
Yeah, you could trust every word this guy says.
And he says, "I'm lying."
You could also believe that.
So I'll say that for the premium one, it is 1 gold rather than 5 silver. But this is technically a fishing line +1, so fishing tackle +1.
It's magic.
Cool. Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
magical;
Zagrax,
it's just really high quality.
You got
Nice.
half a gold towards whatever your purchase is. Zagrax.
Hooray! Cool. I'll just pick up that thing then. The fancy schmancy.
Masterwork.
After this is all over, we'll have to go fishing sometime. It's actually pretty fun.
Yes. Yes, it is. Quite relaxing.
Yeah. It's nice here in Lonelywood. It's pretty quiet for the most part. I know a lot of good fishing places nearby.
Not surprised.
Well, okay then. I got everything.
Yep, I'll pay the man for the fancy schmancy amazing fishing thing, and then we'll be on our way.
Okay.
Fancy schmance.
Shimadoohickey.
So, you finish up with the happy Bryn Shander. Tahko, by this point, you and the rest of the party have gathered all of the food that you had rolled for earlier, so your rations are now stocked up appropriately. Mostly it's a mixture of different like jerkies and dried fish rather than something actually wrapped and specially prepared.
Nice. Okay. I could probably just have my... Honestly, I could probably still carry more than my shield guardian because I can...
You could probably carry your shield guardian, not shield guard.
He's a large creature made out of metal. That's gonna be an ask.
I actually found
I just wanna
details
see
on
it.
him. He weighs 540 kilograms, or in US it's 1,200 pounds. So I could.
Interesting.
Wow.
Should you?
I mean,
It's a very active thing to do.
my carrying capacity is 960 pounds, so I couldn't really carry him around, but I could pick him up or I could drag him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So,
wild.
is there anything else you wish to do in Lonelywood?
Nope.
No, actually, I'm good.
Okay, so you make your way back to the Ascendant. Are we done with the preparations? Are we ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so.
good to go.
I have already
Next time
told
we're,
Danica the way that I think it is. It may take a little bit of flying around to find, but we will have the bird's eye view, no?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it looks like you have a good working relationship. So, yeah,
There is very little friction.
it's a good working relation.
There is very little friction.
Oh, friction. I thought you said friendship, and she was like, "I'm not saying you're friend."
Okay.
So I
Well,
have said
good.
very little friction.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, good.
Okay, so the Ascendant goes off for another hour, 2 hours. You pass over Meldewalden, the iced over vastness beneath you, blending in fairly smoothly into just the white wasteland that you are just so used to seeing now. The woods of Lonelywood dwindling into the background behind you pretty rapidly as you cross the largest lake of the 10 towns. And then over on the other side, more tundra. more tundra. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours pass. 6 hours.
I was going to say, once I get on board, I'll when I think no one's looking, I'll hand an object to Danica and Everest.
Okay. If you're being sneaky about this, you can whisper it to me.
I already did.
Oh, okay. I have so many different tabs open.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. That's all.
Cool. Ah.
Oh, all right.
No, I did not want to start GOG. Damn it.
Oh my god.
Already gaming.
It's the pinned task right next to OBS.
That's funny.
Oh, all right.
Cancel. Go away. I don't want to open you. No update for you today.
No,
Okay, so 6 hours pass. 7. And you can now see in the distance for... Well, who's where on the ship right now?
I like staying in the viewing area.
Okay.
I'll probably
there too.
I'll probably leave Lurch in the tube rather than have him come out,
Okay.
so he doesn't risk breaking anything.
Okay.
Deploy on command.
Yeah, pretty much.
Terminator strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the first little bit, Zagrax is probably just gonna be like going between the viewing thing and just meandering around a bit. Then after a while, we'll just curl up in the hold.
yeah.
Yeah. The viewing room is the same room as the command room with Danica and stuff, right?
No, the control room. Need to remember how exactly
It's
starts.
in front of it, basically.
Yes.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
I think.
I'll be in the room with wherever Danica is, just because I want to keep an eye on if Tahko isn't being like, let's go another 7 hours somewhere in this wild direction.
So Danica is in the command room pretty much the whole time. Yes, the observation deck is immediately in front of it.
Okay, cool. I'll just hang out there.
Okay.
I
Not
love
really
how
doing much
wary
other
you
than
guys are
listening.
of me.
I think at the end of the travel, Elora won't be in her lantern, but at some point she'll go in there for like an hour or two to like, I don't know, rearrange furniture and clean. It's something to do.
Okay. So, those of you up in the observation deck, the white stillness of the tundra beneath you gives away. There are still pockets of white out in the vast expanse folding out ahead of you, but now you can see the flashes of white amongst a sea of blue. That's the way of describing a sea. It's just a sea of blue with bits of white.
Yeah.
As you can see, the wave breakers breaking the waves, smashing against the ice floes which are out there amongst the sea of moving ice. It is difficult to see precisely where exactly the shoreline begins, because it seems to fracture, and then every now and then you think, oh, that's the shore, then it'll shift and move and start to float away. And then other areas which you're pretty sure are just ice floes don't move, and it becomes confusing to see precisely where the edge of this is. And at this point, hovering over this vague outline, the Ascendant turns and begins to cruise up and down the coast slowly. Avarice standing in the observation room with you all, looking down intently, trying to find something. Those of you in the observation room, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Sure.
Whoop. Oh, nice.
Sure.
Got a 16.
11.
I got 20.
Woo.
Damn.
I should probably also roll for Avarice, as she is also looking. I'm glad she had advantage, otherwise that would have been a natural one.
Oh,
Ah. Her eyes pop out, roll off the ship.
She leans over the edge and gone.
Not again.
Not again.
We really
So
need to
amongst
install
the-
railings on this.
Does this work? What is that? Okay. So I'm just looking at how this works. Okay. Eventually, can't see all the rows because it hasn't updated. Irilyssa, you and Tahko spot this roughly at the same time, I would say. Amongst the familiar ice flows, the little blobs of ice which shift and move between each other, you spot what looks to be a mass of grey stone, stark and out of place as it doesn't seem to be covered in snow. Before it is a little pier, a boat nestled up against it, and then on the shore itself, difficult to see immediately, but what looks to be a small hut. This is covered in snow, and you can just about make out the walls around it as you start to fly overhead.
I think there's something down there. Who would be crazy enough to live out here?
I do not see what it is you are looking at, but your eyes might be better than mine. Danica, if you would slow. And you feel the Ascendant begin to slow as it starts to just cruise along this coastline.
Yep, and I'll try and point it out and squint at it.
And Danica comes out to the observation deck and starts looking around herself. The ship's still moving to her commands, though perhaps with a little bit of a delay, as she is not immediately interacting with the control systems. But she seems that she's still telepathically in command of the vessel.
Sweet.
And as you pointed out, the Ascendant begins to drop, moving in closer to the shoreline. And what looked to be just a stone plateau, you can now actually see more in 3 dimensions, and there is a large arch which seems to shelter a pocket of water beneath. Even though this part of the coast is very much inland and everything else coated in a solid sheet of ice, there is still this little pool of water beneath the arch.
Okay.
Should we stop here?
Yeah, looks like the best place around for miles.
Okay. Then you all make your way to the teleporter tubes and land down on the ground. Looking
Did
around.
somebody wake Zagrax up?
I don't know.
Wait. I'll go get him up.
Okay. Are you taking Lurch with you?
Yeah.
Cool. You find yourself in a little bay, quiet, the very faintest breeze on the air, the clouds above high, distant, no real impending bad weather or anything due to come in. And now that you're down here, you can see that the large arch does dominate the skyscape here. There is a small pier right off the coast, and then another one at the far end of the arch connecting almost to the shore, but there is a small ice shelf connecting the coast and the stone arch. And then looking behind you is what looks to be like an igloo, but the walls have fallen in some places, the roof sagging.
Huh. I thought it was a normal hut, but this one's made out of ice.
more efficient for the area.
Couldn't be too warm, though.
Good.
I'll go up to the hole and be like, "Hello there!
Up to the...
Anyone home?" The opening, if there's an opening for it.
Oh, into the building? Into the hut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you approach it, you see that there is a door bloated outwards with the rotting timbers. There are a couple of barnacles hanging slightly off of the wood, and the hinges seem to be completely rusted.
I don't think anyone lives here anymore. I'll just ask Lurch to remove the door.
Fist goes through, and then he just pulls it outwards, just tearing the door with seeming ease off of the rusted hinges. And you can now see inside the dark interior.
Okay. Pull out my lantern.
Okay. And as you illuminate the inside, you can see that this has seemingly been dormant for quite some time. There is a very thick coating of rime that covers most of the surfaces of the inside. There is a small bed with a thick blanket lying over it, seemingly frozen solid at this point. And there is a small hearth in one end of the structure. It doesn't seem to all have been made out of ice. In fact, now that you're looking around, the interior is stone. It's just the ice has congealed around it so much that it has the outward appearance of an igloo. But within the hearth, there is or just outside of the hearth, there is a wood store which is fully stocked with chopped stumps, chopped wood.
Chopped wood, yeah.
I assume the wood's all dry?
Yeah, seems to be.
Okay. Oh, this place looks abandoned for some time.
So the druid is not here?
I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it. Unless
Does
they
not
can turn
look like
into
it.
snow.
I will use detect thoughts to see if there's anybody other than the people that I can.
Okay. How far does that reach?
30 feet.
There is no detected thoughts that you did not expect within 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah,
shame.
Elora will confirm that there's nobody.
Um,
I can't feel anybody else.
Darn.
Anger was more of a myth than something I was able to confirm. I just know that there was a druid who explored the coast here. Perhaps there is something more down by the pier.
Yeah.
Where did
Let's
they
go.
relocated?
Well, I don't know why you want to get closer to the water, but I wouldn't have lived out here to begin with. Sure, let's check it out. If the ice isn't creaking.
No, that's a comfortable sound. If you're not on it.
As you make your way down to the pier, it's only maybe a 50 foot away from the cabin. You see that there is a rowboat stuck in the ice, trapped against a 10-foot long wooden pier. The pier itself is ice glazed and slippery. And immediately across from it is the starting rise of the stone arch. Just beyond the first column of the arch, you see another pier connected to the main structure of the archway. Between the two is this melted pool of water within the ice around.
Well, I don't want to go anywhere I'm going to risk falling into the water, so I think I'm good here.
This is something I may be able to help with. And Avarice looks to the sky, and you can see now two black dots starting to materialize and come down from the sky. One of them landing with a several feet behind the rest of the group. The other one peeling off and flying out to the second pier by the archway. Avarice shuts her eyes for a moment. This is another pier here. There is what seems to be a bell. The cord still attached with a knocker of some kind, but that is all that I can see here.
Well, give it a knock.
Bong! Bong! Rings out as the gargoyle grips the knocker and slams it against the side of the bell.
Look around, expecting something to happen.
Yeah. Wait.
The echo of the bell rings returns to you after a couple of moments. Bong! Bong! But otherwise it's quiet. Bong! Bong! Bong!
Is it like... Oh, is there like a code?
No, I just had him ring it again. Just in case there is something listening for it.
Oh well, this is a bust.
Maybe they weren't expecting anyone?
It is possible the cabin behind us was empty. Did anyone go in to check it properly? Is there anything hidden beneath the bed maybe or in the hearth? This is less than I had hoped for.
It's worth a try.
Yeah, fully investigate the place. Yeah.
Yep.
Give me an
for
investigation roll. Vulwin
I
and
do
Tahko.
like flipping beds.
As you two said it first.
Boop. Got a whole 8.
8. Okay. Vulwin?
Oh yeah, sure. A little investigation.
You both said you were doing it.
Yeah.
I usually let up to two people do it.
I got a
9.
Ooh, even better.
You spend a couple of minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes, just looking around, checking and double checking everything. And it is clear that this place has been abandoned for quite some time. The rime that's on the walls has thickened. It's just this glittering glaze that covers every single surface in here. The wood, although dry on the inside, also has this thick glaze around it, though you imagine there's enough wood here for several days of keeping this fire going. But no sign of occupation for quite a while.
Well, best I can tell, no one lives here. Didn't turn up anything. How about you?
Nope. What's the bed made of? I'll make sure to flip the bed.
Okay, so as you go over to the bed, you put your hands to it and just give it a lurch, throwing it aside. It is a timber wood frame with what looks to be a straw within a wrapped up blanket for a mattress. And as you do that, you hear a very loud whoosh from outside.
What?
Zagrax, Irilyssa, Elora, are you all outside still?
Yeah.
Yes.
You immediately turn around to see a very large creature has crested out of the water, pulled itself up onto the pier, crushing the rowboat beneath its bulk, as just lying atop the pier, large eyes looking out towards you.
The second I hear that, I'll look at Vulwin and say, it wasn't me.
I mean, you threw the bed, but that's way louder than that.
What is it?
Tahko, we've got something.
Giant eyeballs.
I didn't do it.
We better go see what it is.
It's
All
really big.
Oh, come
Vulwin,
on.
you need to try and talk to it.
As you head out, Vulwin, who would know? Give me a nature check with advantage.
Yeah, okay.
In fact, no, I'm not even going to make you roll a nature check. This is within. You're a fisherman. You know what this. It's a whale.
Okay.
It's a giant sperm whale, possibly one of the largest sperm whales you've ever seen. And as you emerge from the hut, looking at it, there is a mass of something that seems to be on its back. give me a perception check. See exactly what you
Sure.
make out here.
Sure. Let's do that. 22.
Phew.
It seems to have a boat strapped to its back.
Oh.
Okay. He
What?
walks out, looks over and be like, what the hell's a whale with a boat doing on its back out there? On the dock.
What's a whale?
It's a
It's
whale?
a whale of a thing.
It's a big fish. Really big fish.
And as you say
heard
that,
of
a
whale.
jet of air emerges from the blowpipe or blowhole at its neck. Water settling down, misting away, forming a cloud as it drifts away. And there's this terrible stench on the air as it does this.
Ugh.
Tahko!
All right, I'll take it. That's just too impressive to deny.
If it has a boat, that means
Yeah.
it's transportation?
Now, no, visually, from what I can see, this isn't just like it popped up out of the water and a boat got stuck on top of it, right? It's just like,
No, it's tied
Okay.
to its body.
oh, yeah, that's really, really unusual.
You don't see that often in a whale?
You don't see whales often, either.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't.
I mean, I've heard stories.
But don't you think it's rude to stare?
Elora will like audibly gasp.
Is it just Ringo? Is the whale Ringo?
It's
I
from Liverpool.
I wouldn't say that. You're quite a sight.
Yes, I am. So who rang my bell?
Majestic, really. Who rang the bell?
The gargoyle did.
But I
Everett,
guess
technically.
all
We
of us?
rang the bell. Yeah, it was we.
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
And who is we?
Dawnbringers.
Dawnbringers.
I feel like you straight
Sorry,
compose when you
Everest.
say that.
Yeah, she's just like,
Dawnbringer!
Never heard of you.
Not yet.
We're searching for something in the Sea of Ice, and we were told that someone may be able to help us that lives here.
I don't live here. My old friend Anga does, though. Did.
Anga.
She died.
Oh no.
It's
I'm
what
sorry.
happens. People get old. They die. Seen it too often. But you say you want to see something in the water? I might be able to help.
Going to
Turn to
Solstice, right?
How do we describe this? What is the thing we don't know? How do we describe this?
We're looking for the summer solstice.
I don't know of no summer solstice, but I know the island solstice.
Yes, that's what
Oh.
we're looking.
Oh, there's an island.
It became summer solstice because so much time passed.
All right.
That's it. You're telling me this whole time it was the name of an island. It was the name of an island.
I said that.
Yeah, but like, he knows the name of the island.
Yeah, if you can take us to Solstice, that's where we're going. Or we would like to go.
Well, now.
Please.
Last time I
Please.
was there, birds tried to pluck me out of the water. Not
Birds?
exactly kind. It hurt.
Well, that doesn't sound very good.
How big of a bird is it
Yeah.
to pluck you out of the what?
Maybe I don't want to go there.
Wait.
I'm
Is it
waiting.
Is it the giant bird that I saw?
I don't know. What giant bird did you see?
It's,
what kind
it's,
of bird
it's,
did you
it's,
see?
it's a large blackbird. A rock.
Don't know.
That's,
Wasn't no seagull, that's for sure.
I think the whale will know.
Wait, what's your name?
My name is Angerjuk.
Oh.
It's... Okay.
Did your druid friend Did she just die of old age?
Afraid so, as far as I know.
It's too
We
bad.
went out swimming one day and she just started drifting.
Did she teach you how to talk?
She awoke something within me, an intelligence I never knew I had. But I've been grateful for it ever since. It's alerted me to the many wonders of the world in which we live. I could show you some of them. Hard to reach otherwise.
That would be cool.
You'd have to.
Are they on the way to Solstice?
They can be.
That's the kind of thing Tahko says.
I trust this whale a little bit more.
Oh no!
Initially.
I'm afraid my metal friend here, and I'll clonk on Lurch, doesn't float. I'm worried he might sink.
We also can't breathe underwater.
Yeah, that too.
Breathing underwater's not a problem for me. Or for
But
you
yeah.
if you hitch a ride.
Oh.
Oh.
That would be the boat. The boat that's strapped
Yeah.
onto him.
Well, boats don't normally go underwater, Vulwin.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think you might understand where he's going with this, Tahko.
underwater, it's kind of concerning. It's very cold.
No, yes, but if it's on his back and he's swimming in the water, the boat can be above the water.
Yeah? I mean, maybe he'll just forget we're there and nod off and start diving.
What do you think I am, stupid?
No, just I would do that.
Sorry, our
Well,
friend
Not
here
maybe
everyone
you're
is you,
stupid.
trouble
Tahko.
understanding how boats work.
You're stupid.
Boats don't normally get strapped to things, but okay, I'll give it a try.
Is Avarice just like watching, or did
Yeah.
she like go back to the? Okay.
And the two gargoyles are kind of flapped back over and are now just standing kind of protectively behind her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's protecting them.
Well, they're like bodyguards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we could take the dice off her and find our way to Solstice.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want Danica trying to follow, considering apparently there's large birds.
You probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be nice and comfortable if something was to happen to us that she could just swoop down and snatch us out of the water, but
You
it might be
could.
dangerous.
Well, since I have the connection to her, I could just like tell her where we are.
Yeah. Let's just trust this giant whale with our lives and go towards danger without any backup. That sounds good.
Have we ever had backup?
No.
Danica?
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll tell her.
Yeah, okay. I don't think
There's
those
no
tentacles
way-
can reach too far underwater, though.
Hey, wizard, do you have a way to keep us safe in case something happens?
There are many
Help
things I
Rod.
can do. I can create shells around us made of ice that will protect us against anything that may try to strike. I can cover us in fog so that they cannot see us.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. That actually sounds pretty useful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elora will relay the very loose plan to Danica. We're gonna get on a way.
Okay. Good luck,
And she'll explain, I
guess.
don't want you to follow us because the whale says there's giant birds and we don't want you to get hurt. So,
And we are still not armed. That is a wise
Yeah.
precaution.
and so if the coast is clear, we'll tell you where we are.
Very well. I'm not sure how we'll track you, but
We'll try our best.
we will be reachable. As long as you have the slug.
The slug.
Can't they, like, zero in on on the slug's location?
No.
Oh, okay. I hope this whale doesn't die.
Hope we don't. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, that too.
But
So, do you want to hit Jarard or not?
Yes,
so.
please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Well, I'm
you
going
would
to
be
need
so
some
kind.
Thinking
payment.
about that.
Kind of payment.
Oh,
I like octopus. I'm in the mood for some octopus.
hmm.
Yeah.
How do we find octopus?
What's an octopus?
Vulwin.
Do I know?
Yeah, you would.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful.
I think both of us
Right.
would know.
It's best way to describe it is like a big round ball of fish with legs, like kind of like tentacly legs.
Tasty,
Yeah, it has,
tasty,
like-
tentacly legs.
8 legs.
Yeah.
Didn't we fight those things with the when the big land shark thing attacked us? Don't they paralyze you?
No, those are not it. That's like a worm.
Well, they have like tentacly things.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of close to that. But these tentacles like suction on. I guess that is kind of
Yeah,
similar.
they have like suckers on their legs.
Yeah,
Why would it-
well, you find them in water, typically speaking.
Well, I don't find them at all. But okay,
Usually
you know how to-
they're a little. Well,
You
yeah,
can
they're a
eat
little
it.
deeper than most fishing usually.
do you know how to find one?
A whole body of water. I mean, they could be anywhere in it.
Well,
Uh,
good luck.
Depends on. So with my knowledge, from talking to other fishers and stuff, like, would I know, like, what would be the best band? Would it be just chum for like that's how to fish specifically for an octopus? I'm not really sure on that.
Well, that's the kind of thing we would
you
do
know
with
what?
a knowledge fishing check.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other alternative is I suppose
Elora
you
would
just send
say
your,
Buy
big
it from a
steel-
fisherman.
Yeah. You could just send your guardian down to the bottom of the sea of moving ice and see what it can find down there. That would be fun.
Just get a net and put in 8 gloves and a hat.
All right. So
Wait a little while and then
roll,
pull 'em back up.
What did you say it was again? Knowledge? Is gonna be a knowledge or a?
Yeah, so it's an intelligence check with proficiency bonus. Because I'm guessing you're proficient with fishing implements.
I am. So it's just so knowledge check with proficiency bonus, and our proficiency bonus is 3 right now. So.
Oh, yeah.
This is where Zach ridiculously excels.
Intelligence. Yeah. Right. So it's just straight intelligence check, and then I'll add the where is it? And instead of -1, it will be a +2.
14.
So 16.
16. Okay. You have caught them several times before, usually by accident, but you've kind of gotten an idea of the kind of baits that would be required for it, and you reckon that big open pool of water under the arch probably let you get through and get some.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know a way that we could maybe fish one up.
Okay.
I'll just hang around and wait then. Octopus.
Hey,
Just
catch me one too, would you? I want to try this thing.
I mean, you don't really get to choose, and I don't want to spend a lot of time. So if we get one, I don't know,
Okay.
we could have a tip of the tentacle or something.
Sure.
It's not the best part, but I mean, it's befitting for you.
Fine,
Anyways,
do the whole thing.
Zagrax. I think we have an opportunity to try something out.
I do believe so.
I got a fishing
All
trip
right.
now.
Well, that's a good purchase, I'm hoping.
So, Zagrax, are you proficient with fishing?
I don't know. Am I proficient in fishing? I
say
was
not
not
yet.
before.
It's the kind of thing
Okay.
you're probably learning,
Yeah.
but I'd say not yet.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a dexterity check with a +1 because of your rod. Vulwin, are you fishing as well?
Yeah.
I hate it here.
I was gonna say I could help.
Oh
him out,
my
but,
god.
If he's gonna do that, he's gonna do that.
Well,
but
He,
maybe
he
I can
throws
catch
the
him
whole
before he
rod into
throws
the
the whole
water.
rod into the water.
Into the water.
So yeah,
So much for
Zagrax holds the
octopus.
hook and then throws the rod in.
How long till the octopus brings it up?
No, but Vulwin, if you're helping, I will let you add an advantage to that.
I'll see if I can help him not do that. What am I rolling? Just
Well,
dexterity?
Dexterity with proficiency, because you are proficient in this.
Okay. All right. So dexterity, and I think it's just going to naturally add the proficiency. Got an 8.
Wow,
Well,
you guys
not
are
bad.
nailing it.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe I can help
with
him at
proficiency
least
with
not
plus
throw
three,
it
so it'd be
into
11.
the water.
Okay, so you have a
Correct.
decision to make. You can either try to go for the octopus, or as you're casting your own tackle into the water or whatever it is you use for fishing, you hear a bloop as Zagrax's rod just goes sailing through the air, splashing into the water a little ways in front of you.
I was thinking you'd accidentally hook Elora right before you cast.
No, I don't think she's that close.
Does Zagrax still have any of that rod still in his hands? I mean, like, is it the line? Is it anything? Is
It's the rod itself has gone in. Zagrax, roll me a D100. And we'll say you have a 20% chance to still have some of the line in your hand at least. So 80 or above. No, you have nothing. The whole thing just went bloop, as his hands were like slippery, and he cast the rod, and the rod went flying out of his hands.
There's just like a second of like, what the hell just happened?
And then I'll be like, and how does the octopus get involved in this?
Shut up, you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to like I'm trying to figure out like how I could even like get that.
You have
I think that thing's
15
just
seconds to make
diving
up your
is not
mind.
worth it. Okay.
Hey, Everest, can you get a gargoyle to go grab that?
You lost it?
Yeah,
you
I'm done.
didn't mean to do that.
That thing's nice, but I'm not diving in for that. I'll try.
I will.
You're
gonna try and
help?
help
Not
you?
gonna happen.
Okay, give me
I'll
another
try.
fishing check. So dexterity plus proficiency.
Okay. We can.
I'm
Actually,
going.
I think I can just roll my ice auger check because it's already got that with
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
Let's try that.
If it's the same check, roll that. 19.
It-
Yeah, that is the right check.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
See if I can hook this.
you have your own hook, I guess, and you loop it around using the flywheel. I don't even know if it's called that, but I'm going to call it a flywheel because
I don't even think I've got my flywheel on mine. Mine's just flywheelless, right? Because it doesn't have that tech.
No, yours doesn't. Yours is just
I'm really
literally a rod with a
just
hook.
trying to tangle
Yes.
these rods at that point. Unfortunately, but I'm trying.
And you do manage to tangle the hook around it, and it seems to get stuck against something, and you very gingerly start to pull it back up again. And after a pull or two, the back end of Zagrax's rod rises out of the water, and you've caught yourself a fishing rod.
Good job.
Very nice one.
Now, I didn't want to have to say this, but you need to hold on to the damn fishing pole. You cannot just throw that in to a sea. You will lose that forever.
I mean, there is a kind of spear fishing you could do if you wanted to try that, but it usually requires a blade.
I
Yeah.
understand that the fishing rod stays in your. Yep.
All right, is that very clear?
Mm-hmm.
All right, because maybe if we've got some extra fishing thread, we'll just tie it to your hands.
It's not a bad idea. Yep.
Yep. All right, it's going to take me a moment to untangle this, but we have it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
All right, so you have your fishing stuff back again. It does take probably about 10 minutes to untangle all of the line and then re-spool it onto the flywheel. But eventually you have your own sets of fishing implements back again. You can try again.
Okay.
So another ice auger check for you, Vulwin.
Yeah.
Zagrax dexterity
Okay.
check.
Yeah, Zagrax, tie this to your hands. Like, if you got some way to like clip this to your hands, please do this. Like,
Yeah, I'll tie the rod to left hand because I need to, do the thing.
Okay.
So that it at least won't throw the rod back into the water.
yeah, just keep in mind, octopus can be.
Please
They
give me
can
another
thrash.
natural one. Please give me another natural one.
They can thrash.
Right.
But I mean, you're strong, right? So
Yep.
Mitten clips
All right,
the
so
Dragonborn Paladin.
Go ahead and try it. We'll both roll again. Let's go. Whoa!
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Unnatural 20.
Wow.
So both of you roll me 1d4 minus 2.
Nice.
Oh!
Hey!
Wow.
Fishing bros, let's go.
Between the two of you,
Nothing first time.
you managed to pull out 4 octopus in the next half an hour or so of fishing.
Holy hell, they're really biting today.
There just must be octopus in the area.
Yeah, but make sure you really don't let them go near the water. They'll climb away. They will climb away.
And as you say that, one of them is like pulling himself towards the edge of the water.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
I'll
throw this one at Tahko.
Yeah, I'll try to help. I'll try holding an octopus.
Yeah,
Just
Tahko,
slaps
hold
you
on
in the
to this.
face.
I'll
with
just
one
throw
of
it.
the
I'll just
tentacles.
throw it at you. Straight up, yeah, like slap
These are really wiggly. What do you? I hope you cook them. Do you cook them first?
I don't.
You cook the arm.
Oh.
The tentacle
That's
arm.
what you're in the mood for.
And this gaping
Okay.
jaw just opens
Yeah.
to this.
Oh, watch out, they bite.
No, he's talking about the whale.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about the octopus. No.
Yes, the octopus jaw.
That's creepy as heck. But I'll go and toss a couple of the octopus into the...
Okay.
He just catches a.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, seriously though, watch out. They do bite.
All right. I mean, I'm just trying to wrangle this thing. I imagine it's really hard.
Yeah, it's just like tangling around your arm.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, while watching Tahko deal with that, I'll throw the third octopus in to the whale.
Well, the whale's mouth is shut, and as you throw it out, the jaw, quicker than you expect. Whoop, woof.
Shaking the dock.
Yeah, a little bit. And some of the ice that you guys are standing still very close to the edge, you're kind of having to scramble back a little bit to avoid being thrown into the hole.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Yeah, that should be more than enough. In fact, we've honored our deal and added extra for you.
You have. Climb aboard.
Wow. Good work.
Yeah, and got a question about those birds. Yeah, were they rather numerous?
Nope, just the one big bastard.
Great.
Wonderful.
Wait, is he big relative to you, or is he the same size as you?
And the eye just kind of rolls over to you and just fixes you with a stare. He's a big bastard.
I think we
He
can
probably
assume.
doesn't really know. He's still an animal.
If it
we
tried
can
to
assume.
if it tried to fly off with him, it's got to be a lot bigger than him.
If he's saying it's big, it's big.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know how long ago that bird tried to get you?
Time is a construct of humanity that means little to me. Just the changing of the seasons. And there's just one of those.
That's true.
So maybe you were a baby at the time and you've grown a lot. As I'm fighting with this octopus.
Did you
just
say
gotta
just the
bite
season?
down on it and swallow.
I'll try that.
It's
just try
really
chewing it.
rubbery and chewy.
Yeah.
And as you bite down into it, your face just... Roll me a... What would this be? Constitution check.
All right.
I was gonna say just biting into an octopus is
21!
hilarious to me.
So your face suddenly gets very, very wet as something is just squirted all over you. But you manage to close your eyes just in time and pull it away. And as you do, you see that your hands are now covered in some black gunk.
Oh, it's a juicy one.
No, that's no.
Ah, you have found some of the ink. We use this for lighting.
Oh, good. Just trying to pull it off me with my mouth.
I think
You
it
are
tastes
such
better cooked.
barbarians. Usually we just cook these over a fire. It is very tasty with some garlic.
Oh, I think that's great.
All right, I'm gonna try pulling out my wand.
No, God.
It's like on your hand or on your head. You're like,
Roll an attack.
All right.
I can't decide if this would be at advantage or a disadvantage. I'm just going to say just roll
You're
me an attack.
shooting this thing that's attached to your face
please.
with the laser gun.
Yep.
It could just come off, though. We could just get it off,
It's not
Tahko.
only fair. This is kind of outrageous.
I don't know how this could possibly go wrong.
I got an 18.
18 hits, and you do 11 points of fire damage. You basically just burn a hole straight through it, and now you have 2 half octopus pieces, but the tentacles do go limp, except where they're already attached, where they remain attached.
All right, so I have like 2 hanging off my face, and I'm like, hey, it worked! Fire, good call.
And then it partially just exploded because it's a beam of energy.
Right.
Wow.
I don't think that's going to be the greatest thing to eat, but
What do you season it with?
Garlic.
Garlic.
Still, anybody have garlic?
No.
Avarice just
We're
like
gonna
holds
turn
out a
over
hand with like 2 or 3 full clovers.
Oh, that's...
Well, you just
got
have
vampire
that.
repellent. Vampire
I'll,
repellent.
I'll just start like chewing on the garlic along with the octopus.
Horrible.
Oh, it's really strong flavor. I've never had this before.
It's a delicacy.
Tahko really
Yeah.
doesn't know about
It is
food.
definitely something.
We didn't do a whole lot of cooking in my house.
Clearly.
You are a
Zagrax
stranger
is-
to seafood, I understand this.
I don't think I'm going to need any more rations.
You could share them with me. I'm always hungry.
Mm.
Maybe on our way back. You have wonders to show us.
I do. I already said climb on. You
Yeah, I
decide
was
to
gonna
shoot
say, Zagrax.
yourself in the face instead.
Zagrax is trying to figure out a way to climb up onto the boat.
It's actually pretty easy to do. Like, you just grab onto one of the dorsal fins and then pull yourself up.
Okay.
Is the boat going to be big enough for everybody?
It is a remarkably large boat, probably some kind of skiff, which seems to hold 8 medium creatures,
Nice.
plus assorted cargo. There is, however, not enough space for the Shield Guardian.
Oh,
Of course.
okay.
Particularly not the
Bum-bum-bum.
weight of the Shield Guardian.
I was a
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well,
I'll-
guard Danica.
Yeah, I'll ask Dana to. I'll ask you to ask Dana to pick it up, and I'll put away most of the.
No, just have it
octopus
walk into
along
the
with
ocean and follow us.
No.
But
I don't. There's no guarantee it'd find a way up
yeah.
out of the ocean. It could just get stuck down there, and then ice could climb over it, and it'd just be frozen in a block of ice.
I
for
didn't say that it
eternity.
would come back up. I just said to have it go into the ocean with us.
No, I'm not going to do that. That's just silly. Yeah, I'll stand it to hold on to him.
Who's Dana?
Yeah.
Oh,
Danica.
yes, I can do this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
One of the
I'll let
tentacles
it
comes
go.
down and
Oh God,
Thanks,
does the
Danica.
whale see the tentacle?
he does. He's like,
is that a octopus?
Octopus.
Not enough of us yet.
Mmm.
oh my gosh,
I wanna
imagine if he
eat
tried to
man.
teleport.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Hold
We're,
on. We're in for a bit of a splash.
Hmm.
Hey.
Okay.
yeah, once we're out of the open water, best I could do is try to keep us from being detected. I can't do anything about the boat. But hopefully we spot it first before it spots us, if that's the case.
You'll be fine. And as he says that, Angerjuk kind of wiggles and then starts to slide backwards on the ice, lurching towards the rapidly approaching open water hole beneath the archway.
Okay.
And who's sitting at the back right now?
Me.
Sure.
Because people
Tahko.
can't see over me.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
I'm probably sitting near the front for navigation purposes.
Okay.
But
So Vulwin, you're just kind of like looking out in front, watching as everything
Yeah,
seems to recede a
slide
little
back.
bit, and then Tahko, you take a cursory glance behind you, and you see the tail of this whale sink beneath the waves, and then a rush of water as it shoots up the back of this beast as it sinks into the water hole.
I'm just like, yeah, he's going to drown, and he does.
And the onrushing water comes closer and closer to you, the water itself flushing white as the turbulence comes in. The back of the water, the back of the boat actually sinks beneath the waves for a second. And the water
Reach for
starts to
impact.
rise up over the back of the boat, but never actually goes in. It just seems to wrap around the top of it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
We're in a bubble.
And indeed, as you sink beneath the waves, light around you shimmers and then gets darker as this protective bubble holds the water at bay from around your head. And there is a fair amount of headspace here. And then these little lights, these what look to be like clams or something, which were on the side of each of your benches, start to glow, giving off a light, allowing you to see the sea around you as you sink beneath this arch. Above you, the ice seems to close over you like a ceiling.
Wow.
And then there is a judder as Angerjuk begins to kick the tail, and you start to move forwards beneath the water, diving as you go.
Wow. Cool.
Do you think the druid made this?
I don't know.
We'll have to ask.
I've
When
never
we-
been so Sorry, go ahead.
We'll have to ask when we get to wherever it is we're going.
Yeah. I guess so.
Do you forgive me? I'm going to be a bit busy writing down what we're doing. And Irilyssa just starts scribbling notes.
Sure.
That's
Of
fair.
all-
We're on a talking whale.
Please forgive
And we're not
me.
drowning underwater.
Yeah, I've never been comfortably underwater, so
Yeah.
Of all the
times I've been under the ice, this is definitely one of the top 3.
Zagrax is like just
Probably
kind of
the
like
best
has
one.
the further we go down, the further Zagrax just kind of sinks into the bench that he's sitting on and just like death gripping things.
Elora's like, wow, it's so cool. And Zagrax is like dying.
I'd like to actually reach my arm out and touch the water out of the bubble.
just snap your arm off. Like,
And as you do that, there's a boop. And you just touch the bubble. It kind of feels like glass almost, but it shifts under the weight of your palm. You give it a little bit of a press, and it's kind of like a balloon tension around it. It kind of feels like you've got a balloon around you.
Huh. Interesting. All right. Hey, Irilyssa, this is actually like not hard, but squishy. But you can't just go through it. For your notes. Write it for your notes.
Is Avarice fascinated? Did you come
Avarice
with
is, yeah. That's a good point. What does she do with the gargoyles?
us?
How
There's room
much-
for 8.
Yeah, but how much do they
We're-
weigh? They are stone creatures.
It's a whale. In a magic boat that goes underwater.
Yeah, and she can. Angerjuk can carry actually a remarkable amount. So yeah, no, the gargoyles are there as well, but they're kind of like crouched against the floor, like barely looking around. They hate it down here.
Go figure.
But yeah, Avarice is just kind of looking around, and similar to Irilyssa, she has a diary out, and every now and then she'll glance down at the page, and the quill there just makes a note. She doesn't actually touch the quill itself. She's just looking around as it
Lazy.
writes. Wizards, gotta love them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just wizards. Bet you she didn't even open the door for us.
Oh my god.
Right.
Let me just double check one thing. Okay, so you find yourselves in this boat for roughly 3 days. So each of you mark off 3 days worth of rations.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Am I feeding? You guys don't have to mark anything. Am I feeding Avarice
No,
and
Avarice.
the gargoyles as well?
Avarice, get some food out of her table and chest.
Okay, so 5 times 3, 15 rations gone.
However, as you watch the undersea world go by, there are all kinds of wonders. Like, there are numerous schools of fish. There are also a couple of times a couple of dolphins will appear and start to swim alongside. You can hear their chatter just about through the rushing water that's always bubbling over the surface of this bubble. And they'll dash in, like hop over the top, swim around the side, hop over the side again. You see down by the bottom of the ocean as Angajuk careens downwards, going ever deeper and deeper. You see crabs of various sizes scuttling along. One, you see a rock outcropping which suddenly starts to shift and come to life, and you notice that this, what you thought was a big boulder, was actually a crab itself. One of the pincers reaches out and tries to snap at you, but Angajuk is rushed past before it can make any connection.
Nice.
Wow.
Does anything fall through the bubble?
No.
Like into our area?
No.
Like no?
Nothing.
A fish never
It's
just
just
like makes a rough
flies
turn and
through.
just starts flopping around?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
And Irilyssa, you're the most engaged with what you see around you. You see a looming dark structure somewhere off in the distance. And as you notice this, Angajuk's direction changes and she actually starts to swim towards this thing. And out of the darkness looms a wall with crenellations on it. An entire underground castle, almost.
Huh.
The walls, at first in the distance, seeming small and fragile, but as you get closer, the walls get taller and taller and taller until they loom over your head some 20, 30, 40, maybe even 50 feet, 100 feet even big. Angajuk then lurches upwards, swimming over the top of this thing, and the flagstones are 10 feet across each. The proportions of this structure, giant in their nature, but quiet. Even through the hiss and the bubble of the water around you, there's still this eerie silence as Angajuk continues to go through. She actually dives down into one of the chambers, swimming through it. Giant tapestries flapping gently in the wake as the whale passes through. She swims upwards through what seems to be a throne room, the seat itself being giant even for the shield guardian if it were to sit on it. The size and the scale of everything in this thing, massive. She passes out the other side, swims on. Several more hours pass. More shadows loom in the distance, this time columns, seemingly of marble, ruined structures, broken. You can see several of the columns, a couple of what they're called, not gargoyles, but like faces, statues, toppled. Angajuk swims along what seems to be a street that goes on for hours. Houses in various states of disrepair, ruins all around. She then swims upwards a little bit, giving you a real sense of the scale of this ancient underwater city that's been claimed under the waves. She continues to swim. The third day, as far as you can tell, days pass by how hungry you get. Dawns, and Angajuk suddenly starts to swim upwards. The G-force is against you, pressing you back against the benches in which you're resting. You're having to put out your arms to restrain the weight against this. And suddenly, Angajuk beaches for the first time. Well, actually not the first time as a whale. It would beach several times to breathe, but for the first time with real force, launching herself out And in this brief moment, you look around you, but all you can see is cloud, fog, closed in against you. There's a flash of light from somewhere in the distance that silhouettes an island. Angerjuk crashes back onto the surface of the water, now swimming steadily across the top of it, but everything around you is just this cloying, claustrophobic cloud of fog that's just formed around you. A silhouette forms ahead of you. A pier. She swims up next to it, and the bubble seems to retract. A cascade of water, having caught up around it, splashes all around you. A little bit of the sea spray catches you as well. And you are now here, the side of a pier. The pier itself being 20 feet across. The large moorings, 2, 3, 4 times bigger than any moorings should be. This seems to have the same kind of scale as that castle you passed through. Massive in its structure. And that is where we're going to call it for tonight.
God!
Oh, okay.
You write all those down for our notes? Like all those details?
Hey,
Yeah,
those
all
are in the
those
video.
details.
You better have.
Yeah, there's going to be a quiz next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not
20 feet
next
across.
week, but the week after.
2 weeks
Yeah.
from now. Yes, so for
2
those
weeks
of you
from now.
watching, we're not going to be here next week, but the week after we will be.
We're
Yeah.
leaving an extra week to study, so you
Yeah.
can be ready for the quiz.
Yep. How far across was the dock that we landed on after riding the whale through the water?
What was the size of the
20
underwater
meters?
throne?
20 feet? 20 kilometers? No.
Jesus.
Who knows? Wow.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, that
Thank
is-
you.
that is kind of- yeah,
Mhm.
thank you.
That was fun. I didn't think we'd need a whale
Whoa.
today.
No, I didn't think so either.
I didn't think we'd be on a whale for 3 days.
That too.
3 days.
We took the scenic route.
Right?
You get the impression you did definitely take a scenic route.
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure the guardrails appreciate it.
Well, Zagrax at least went and like after the initial shock of it would like peek his head up every now and again, but generally stayed down decently low. But especially when there was a lot of sounds of gasps of, seeing crap, he'd peek his head up and look at stuff.
Yeah. At one point, I'm like, I've got a couple javelins and rope, and there's a lot of fish out there. Oh, wait, I don't want to die.
Thank you.
I almost forgot.
Like, it's pretty tasty out there.
Yeah, that's a lot of food swimming by. It's a shame we're not keeping any of it.
I'm pretty sure I became best friends with the gargoyles.
You teach them patty cake.
Distracting from the water.
That's in chapter 2. Jesus.
Yeah, it's actually one of the really early places you can find, but you never did.
What?
I
Who would want it up here and
You're talking
why?
about up here.
Angajuk's
Bremen.
well.
You didn't go to Bremen.
We didn't go to
Oh.
Bremen.
We didn't have
Raymond.
Raymond for long.
Well, yeah.
We just.
That's fair.
Oh well.
That's fair.
Now nobody goes to Bremen.
I think most of the time Irilyssa is just taking notes and then comparing notes with Avarice.
And Avarice is like, mine are better.
Yes,
my own.
generally.
Yeah, Everest looks over. It's like cheat on your own test.
You missed a little bit of the detail over there. You should have noted the crest upon the tapestry as we sailed past.
It's like sitting there. It's sitting there like drawing pictures on its own. It's like
Yeah.
one for one.
Well,
Oh, I am sorry. You are not able to look around while you are writing as well. You miss many
no,
things
you'll
if
have
you
to
do not
teach me
listen.
that trick.
I am not sure that one such as you could learn these things.
Elora's just like, it's like,
So just she turns this like shade of pink that you've not seen her turn before, and she doesn't say anything to Avarice for the rest of the trip.
oh
And
my
because
God.
of this, Irilyssa multi-classes wizard the next time you level
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that's funny.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't learn things. How dare you?
It's like your Irylyssa's like one weakness is like academic shame. It's like
Academic.
I can't take
shame.
notes at the same time as I look around. No.
No.
Right.
Anyway, chat. I am now actually reading chat, so if you have any questions for us, then let us know. Like you've noticed already, have been reading because I moved the map. But yeah, if you have anything for us, then hit us up. Here's your chance.
Woo!
I'm willing to cast away any of the logistical technicalities of this bubble to magic.
Yes.
That's D&D. That's D&D.
Yep.
Magic.
Magic.
Either that, there's a bucket which none of you want to sit particularly close to.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 days underwater.
Well, Avarice is a wizard, so she can just magic away our poop.
Yeah. Oh, she just prestidigitate our poop away. It's so
Yeah.
true.
That's,
She does for her own.
yeah.
Poop she
Wow.
Prestidigitation done. It's a cantrip she has, so yeah, she can.
Oh my god. Hacho, no. It's true. Like, are we getting rebreathable air here? Like, that's a whole nother scenario. It's magic.
I
Well, the
imagine
whale
whenever when the whale
Yeah, the whale would
crests.
have to go up
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
air,
we
so
get-
we
we
would
get
get a
fresh air.
refresh.
Yeah.
This is a
and
blast
on our
of air.
bucket.
So if you're asleep, suddenly it's like, that's cold! Splash.
And if somebody's keeping an eye out, can dump the bucket.
Oh,
Bubble would get so
sorry.
bubble would
Didn't reach
Sorry.
quite far enough.
Oh God. Ew.
that bubble would get so warm and musty after like a full day of being in there trapped together.
I like to think it's still just circulating air. It's just like a rebreather, just recirculating everything.
Right.
Don't know how.
It's magic. We don't have to explain the nitty gritty of things. It's magic.
That's
Absolutely.
true.
Magic's great.
It is just
I
magic.
don't know how
Important
often a
questions
whale
in
has to
D&D.
surface to breathe, actually. It's a good
I
question.
don't know.
Not-
I know it's hours, but I don't know how many.
Depends
How
on the
long
whale.
can a whale hold its breath? 222 minutes. Apparently, that's the highest record holding. Is that true?
And this would count as an
Longest.
ancient whale.
Ever recorded dive by a whale?
Sperm whale can spend around 90 minutes hunting underwater.
Okay.
It's actually less
But if
than
it's a
I expected.
magical ancient whale, it can be more than that.
It can
Yeah.
be forever for all
Magic.
we know.
Yeah, whale hunters would, still be able to track them and wait until they have to crest to hunt them. So can't just be forever. But ancient magic whale, whatevs.
I mean, this whale is more than 200 years old. Not that you'd know that.
I
but-
learned that rats can hold their breath for 30. I didn't know that.
That's how they can climb up into toilets.
Yeah, that's how they can go through sewers and stuff.
Also, like being tickled.
Yeah, while in the sewers. Yeah, they like climbing up into your toilet and tickling you too.
No.
Oh,
Gross.
Genuinely.
Oh, and Norbom, thank you very much for the follow.
Thank you.
Remember to do that.
thank you.
So, when are you having the guardian follow us through the water? Just walking along the seabed.
He has a castle to
Yeah.
claim.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's true.
If the Nautilus wrapped its tentacles around the whale, could
No.
we lift it?
No.
See what happened
All
when we
right.
lifted the guardian?
Yeah,
It
it's
could
true,
barely
but-
pick up the Guardian.
Yeah, more than barely. It didn't even slow it down, but I think it just wasn't expecting that way.
150 feet down out of the air.
Yeah.
Which isn't that far considering how much air there is. But yeah, I get you.
Considering how much air
Not
there
that
is.
far.
Yeah, just all the rest of us just falling 150 feet in the air, no biggie.
That's really sweet.
I just like the idea of a whale like dangling from a nautilus, just flying over a city, like you're all going to die.
Well, actually,
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
about
but-
it, 50 feet,
You.
it's probably, 100 feet up? Because the tentacles are only so long when they teleport.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You basically you
true.
almost crashed the Nautilus.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah, that's true.
I'm glad you didn't.
Same.
Yeah,
I
that would
like
have been
that
an
thing.
interesting one to explain.
Oops.
My bad.
It's a plot to explain. It was Tahko's fault. That's all we need to say. At the beginning.
No!
Yep, it's Tahko's fault.
It'd be Danica's fault for not accounting
Anger
for
out
the
on him.
weight.
No, your fault.
Okay, sure. Take it. It would be a very Taco thing.
I'd have to actually like huff it to the Sea of Ice on our own. Like, that'd be rough.
I'm assuming that you can't probably find this island just willy-nilly.
You can. There are 3 paths to it. And you probably actually could have got
swim to
fourth. Because it's not accounted for the fact that you could repurpose the Ascendant.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Nice. We're
Entire
awesome.
thing I made up myself.
Oh, you're awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of like I felt like that was like a really cool option. Then I thought giant bird, and then being in an airship, and I'm like, that's gonna end poorly.
Yeah, there are 2 methods of flying, and Giant Bird is a problem if you do that.
Imagine that.
I'm guessing that airship that visited us was the other one. Yep. Just steal that.
I have a
Yeah,
feeling
no,
the giant bird.
You know that it sails to Revel's End, and just go there and then hire it.
It sails wherever we want when we steal it.
Oh my.
Yep.
Airship, flying other
will show
way,
max
which you
attack.
probably don't know. Nautiloid, which we have here. Whale. And you can actually just hire a regular ship as well, if you find one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that one
What,
has
just-
benefits, because then you have a whole crew with you.
It's just like wandering around looking for solstice.
Well, no, there are still ships that prowl the Sea of Moving Ice. Not very often.
Oh,
there are.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I would have figured this was all just like, screw that, it's frozen and awful.
Or if you go further out, it's less so.
I mean, to be
Okay.
fair, most of Icewind is frozen and kind of awful. So,
True.
But
At
they've
least
got
there's
to.
a possibility of food underneath you when you're on the ocean.
But
Yeah,
it is
there's got to be some
Yes.
decent financial incentive to be out there, I'm guessing.
whaling.
Mhm.
Yeah? Alright.
And like one of the ways you can interact with Angerjuk is hunting her, because ambergris is valuable.
Nice. Alright. Probably not while we're writing her, but yeah, we'll keep that in mind.
A very bad decision.
Because
Yeah,
actually
that
the way
sounds
you're
really good.
supposed to meet her is by following a bunch of fishermen trying to hunt her from Bremen.
Gotcha.
Well, now they're all dead, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, not all of them, but most of them.
Get some Moby Dick energy going on.
Yeah.
Or the fishermen aren't dead because they weren't there when Bremen went wipe away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Possible.
Where do the ships make port if they're out there? That's what I'm wondering, because there is no Icewind Dale port at all, which is a little bit surprising. You'd expect something like an Archangel type of place to exist, but no.
How would they bring all the whale
Does
goods
Uh,
aboard?
They would just
I
sail
was
down to
saying,
the
like-
Neverwinter.
Oh,
does Rebels
that's lame.
End have?
Is it
Does
Neverwinter
Rebels End
that's
have a
furthest
port?
north? I think it is. I'm not actually sure. I need to check this.
I know it's asking a question that maybe not. Maybe we don't really like get to know. But does Rebels
I don't
End
know.
have a port? Is it like on the water?
I think so. Yeah, because that's where you can hire the galleon from. You can either get the airship if it's there,
Okay.
or a
Yeah.
privateer.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe that's where at least one of the places. And I'm assuming that maybe one of these islands,
actually have people that have made home on it. So maybe there is a makeshift dock out there somewhere. Who knows? I don't know.
But Bremen has a port, right?
Yeah, it's a river port though.
Yeah,
Huh,
so that doesn't
okay.
really connect.
Weird. Well, it does. Probably at the mouth of the river, but
I
still
mean,
kind of weird.
Luscombe is
the
further
mouth of the
south.
river.
Hmm.
I can't
Okay.
tell, but on the map, the major rivers that would head up that way look like they stop. They didn't draw them out to the sea, so
Hang on, let me check.
Okay.
No, they don't. None of them connect to the sea.
yeah.
That's not
there's-
necessarily
there's-
true, actually.
Well,
they might do.
They probably do, but they may not be actually like above.
The Red Run, the Shengan River go off map south, east. No, southwest.
Possible wraps around, yeah. Still, that's a long travel to go
Hmm.
river inland.
Hmm.
And actually, that would connect all of the lakes. So that probably is how the Scrimshander leaves Icewind. Either that or the
Oh.
caravans along the Ten Trail. But that's dangerous because that goes through the mountain passes.
Yep. I mean, traveling by sea is also incredibly dangerous.
Yeah.
That's true.
Less so than
Take
by
your
land,
pick.
though, generally. Hence it.
Really?
Yeah, hence sea travel was so much more popular until like the 1900s.
I think that's
Yeah.
just because it was faster, not necessarily safer.
I would say it's safer as well. There's a lot less hazards. Depending on where you are. Like if you're in the middle of the Caribbean during hurricane
Yeah.
season, then yeah, it's hazardous.
Yeah.
Plus,
But
you
if
don't
you're
have to
just doing
necessarily
coastal
worry
trawling, it's super safe, generally.
Mm-hmm.
And if it isn't, that's
You don't
why
have to
the
run-
lighthouse.
You don't run
Yeah.
into beasties. You don't run into bandits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so your privateers
a-
or bandits have to have their own ship, and then that's still its own thing.
Okay,
A lot of ships just disappeared.
Well, yeah.
That was a
But how many
very common
caravans
thing.
just
Oh
disappeared?
yeah,
there is a port that that river leads to. It's called Ironmaster. Just south of the Sea of the Moving Ice. So that would be the most northerly port, generally. But it's not on this map.
You don't find ghost caravans though. You do find ghost ships.
well, arguably you don't necessarily find ghost ships unless you're like underwater for them.
No, you really do.
Are you talking about coastal
Even,
ones? Yeah.
no, I'm
Yeah.
talking about ships that are just out there without
Oh,
anybody
ghost
on
ships.
them.
Never mind. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
That sci-fi original movie, Ghost Ship.
You do
I mean,
find
in-
ghost caravans.
Yeah, you can.
In fantasy terms, they'd actually have ghosts on them, but in real life, they're still a thing even now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was
absolutely
one
do
just
get-
a few years ago that they found that there was evidence that they were eating at the time and their radio and computers were working. And there's supposed to be like 4 people on board and just no one knows what happened to them. No evidence of it. No lifeboats gone. No sense of emergency.
Yeah.
Just
I would-
missing.
I would say, like, if you're talking about like finding ghost caravans, yeah, you'd probably just find caravans of people
Aliens.
killed or something.
Yeah.
You know. That stuff
Well-
happens all the time.
Yeah,
we
they're
have
not still like
evidence.
caravanning around of the dead. Yeah.
Well, no, because
Well, yeah,
you
there's
can't. You don't just move. You're not at the behest of the winds like you are in the sea
Yeah.
and the current.
Unless they rigged their wagons to have something like that, and it would beat the friction of. It just doesn't make sense.
I like the idea of an undead caravan that's just always on the move. They never have to stop anywhere because they never get tired.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a nice little thing to throw into a game.
It would be.
I mean, that's what Overlord did. Just had undead
Those
doing
caravans.
farmlands. No, well, and caravans, but farmlands, so that you just labor is continuous. And you don't have to
Actually,
feed
now
'em.
that I think about that, that's actually in the Shantae series. Roddy Tops is part of an undead caravan. Yeah,
yeah.
you never
That's
know
true.
where the caravan's going to be, but it only appears at night.
Mm.
You guys
Yeah.
met a undead work camp.
yeah, we did.
Oh, we did.
Not in this campaign, right?
Yeah.
No, that's true. That was in the Vandelva.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
work camp we came across in here was quite living, but not quite living.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They weren't living their best life. Let's just say that.
no, but we saved
No.
him. Hooray!
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Hooray.
We did. It's like, oh.
Yes. Only the mind-controlled work camp, yeah, that's true. But no, in the previous campaign, there's a zombie lumber camp, where the zombies are just cutting trees, and there's a necromancer
I remember that.
controlling them.
Yeah.
Why do I not remember that?
We went through and like we tried talking to the undead, and we're
Yeah,
like,
you
oh
did.
wait,
Yeah.
you're undead. And it was like, oh.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
never mind.
Tony was just like, whatever, and we just left.
I think my character really appreciated their work effort. I don't think he knew they were zombies until you guys actually were like, no, they're undead, they're zombies, they're dead. It's like, I appreciate their work effort.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it's because your character kept vouching for him or something.
Yeah, he was like, I think so.
I'm like,
I really
okay,
think
if you say so. Yeah.
True.
They're really spirited fellows out there being friends to everyone.
It was a very odd campaign.
Fun, though.
It was,
But at least it ended with our enslavement.
yeah.
Yeah, TPK. Well, one and
Always
only.
about that result.
Who knows where those characters are now?
Enslaved.
Somewhere out in the world.
I know.
Enslaved, except for
Who knows?
the Trips's character, who's
Yeah.
helping them enslave us.
She's enslaved too, but
Willing.
Wow.
willingly enslaved.
The warden's
Oh.
pawn.
Anything that's suffering sounds great
Oh,
to
I
her.
thought it was just you wanted to die, not that you
She
wanted
does,
to suffer.
but
Okay.
Suffering is but the path to death.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
If she doesn't want a painless death, that's lame.
Oh,
Very weird character, that one.
yeah.
That was the weird character campaign.
Yeah, it was.
Weird character.
Then I fell out of a tree and killed the entire party. It was weird. I'm so kidding. It's not your fault.
I rolled so abysmally low for my stats. I think I had a -2 con.
Yep.
So every time I got hit points, it's like, no, I'll shave 2 off.
Honestly, I'll never forget the swan dive that you did.
The rocks.
Really,
Oh
ravine.
my goodness.
Which time?
I don't think we
I
stopped
I did that
laughing
like
for
2 or 3
15 minutes.
times.
Yeah.
But that was the introduction, because you'd only
Times.
just joined the campaign late, right?
Yeah, something like that.
You were trying to show off, like,
there
I'm
was
a
a
great
few.
paladin, I can do this. Faceplant.
I wasn't a paladin. I don't think I was a cleric.
That was a
Yeah.
paladin.
Protection cleric. I think was
Yeah,
it paladin?
Irilyssa.
Okay.
Or
Yes.
Moonlight was playing the paladin.
Yeah.
Paladin
Oh,
of the Glaive.
Yes, God, what was her name?
Skyfall of
Skies
Stars?
for stars.
Guy was
I know it's
stars.
stars, but yeah.
Yeah.
That never hit a single attack.
Never.
I hit 1.
Did you?
You did. You did. Yep. And it was crazy because you actually had like a weapon that was blessed that was supposed to get bonuses to hit. And
Or something like that.
yeah. To be fair, you did soak up a lot of attacks, and that was
Yeah, it was. I came in with 40 hit points, and you guys were like, "What? How do you have so many?"
I was like, I think I had
Right.
like 21 or 23 or something. I was like, that's a nice amount of hit points.
Yeah, I don't even remember. But it was awful.
I
I think
like
I had
that.
like, I think 20, but 20 may have been high.
Yeah.
I could turn into dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
The dinosaur dragon.
Mhm.
The best part of that campaign was Jimbo being like, "All right, now that they're gone, let's go betray them."
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony was real.
I honestly thought it was drinking the varnish and not realizing that it was varnish.
Yeah, there's also that.
The ridiculous constitution roll I rolled for that.
Your character didn't die, so
Nope. Character was
Didn't
fine.
even
It was just strong alcohol.
You didn't go
wasn't
blind
paint
even a
varnish.
little.
Nope. Nope.
That's a nice friend.
Anyway, I think that we are reaching the point where we can wrap this one up. So thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. As a reminder, we're not back here next week, so we'll be back the week after. That's a goodbye from me and goodbye from everybody here, and we will see you 2 weeks from now. Till then, bye-bye.
Woo!
Bye.
Join us